and breaking shit. Apparently he's streaming chess now. That's good.
All right. Well, good on him. Good on him, man.
Oh, that's right. I need to sign into Twitch again.
Ho, ho, ho. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is Saturday night. It might be Sunday morning. I don't know. It depends. It's sometime on Mars, too, because we got to keep, track of that eventually sometimes. Probably not in our lifetime if we're lucky. What is going on? We're getting ready for another Linux Gamecast Weekly. We were just talking about the cinematic masterpiece that is Madame Web.
Madame Web.
And studio, Pedro was talking about his favorite chess streamer.
One that I didn't even know streamed chess, but here we are.
Oh, man. Let me kick over to live. Boom. There we go. All right.
And yes, we are live on Twitch.
You see, this is like the thing, man. I always open up like YouTube and all the other social media things and get ready to like make a post. There is the intent to be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pre-make a post. Never do it. Never do it. Never get around to it.
Oh, hi, Basil __.
I think that's Basil. Basil and Basil.
Hey, I got shouted at for saying Basil, so it's Basil. All right.
I don't know, man. Well, we gotta have a way to distinguish. You say Basil, I say Basil.
You say basil, I say tomato.
I genuinely got the, and some tomatoes, and lady behind the counter looking at me, sorry, some what? Tomatoes. Ah.
Then you say potatoes.
What was the thing you posted about getting railed by Sam?
It was like a. Hold on, let me scroll. My wife sends me these nonsensical things. Yes, a candle that says being tenderly fed aftercare potatoes after getting railed by Sam.
All right.
Hey, Samwise needs to get some.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? He's very nice feeding you potatoes after he's done just destroying your butt. It's the one ring to rule them all.
Yes. We need to stick with the rings.
Oh, right. Did I bring this up?
I don't know. Did you?
We were discussing this. What would happen if you stuck the one ring up your butt?
Is it on
Would
your finger?
Sauron be
Because
like-
otherwise it just
Yeah.
makes your poop invisible.
No, would Sauron be like, on second thought, you can keep the ring? You know what? I don't want it that bad. I've changed my mind.
And now we can just see like the eye of Sauron like squint a little bit, and you hear like, ew.
Yeah, just straight up ass pennies. Straight up ass pennies.
Hey, man, it's a confidence builder.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got to talk about tonight? We got a new fest from Steam that we're not excited about, but hey, it's here. It's a thing. The final Dead Cells update. New Gang Beast update. We're going to be playing that in the after shows, and I'm going to tell you about a super cool USB capture dongle, and Pedro's going to tell you why Microsoft should make a Steam Deck.
And I'm going to drink some paint.
Yeah.
Some bright yellow paint.
There we go. I'll permit the term cock ring.
Well, there was that Jack Black and Sarah Michelle
what-
Gellar skit.
Would it turn your ding invisible?
I guess if you're wearing it as a Prince Albert, I guess not.
Well, I mean, a Prince Albert's a stud, though, so...
Yeah, it's going through.
How
Not
long do you think it
around.
would take? Hey, let's think about it like logically here, man.
Okay. Sure. Let's bring logic into the conversation.
Yes. Let's get grounded. Let's take it back down to earth. Let's think about it this way.
Middle Earth, you mean?
Yes, let's take it back down to Midgard. How would you measure how long you would be able to stay alive in hours or days once you had the ability to become invisible?
Ooh.
How long do you think you would make it before you non-intentionally get your ass killed?
Right, yeah, just because like if people aren't aware of you, they don't know to necessarily avoid you, right? So yeah. So that's a good question. That is definitely a non-0% chance. Right?
I think like part of me there's definitely a part of me that like maybe is overconfident. I think I'd make it a day or two.
Can you control when you go invisible and when you don't?
Yes.
Okay, then I think I can survive indefinitely.
Yeah,
because I probably wouldn't use it very much.
But like, here's the danger thing though, is that you're invisible and then you get distracted and you forget that the thing is on, and you just assume everyone else can see you, and
until everyone starts bumping into you and you go, okay, that's still on. So you run around a corner, turn invisible, and then come back.
Right, and then what happens if someone sees you and you get fucking blackbagged and shoved into a van and taken to a black site where they're like, how the fuck are you turning invisible? We're gonna steal all your blood until we reverse engineer it.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Because you know that's gonna happen.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Oh yeah, if you have to be naked to be invisible, that adds an extra layer of I can't be
like
asked.
fucking Invisible Boy from fucking Mystery Man who actually has the ability to turn invisible when no one's watching.
Nobody's watching. That was brilliant though, man.
That was some great setup. It's like nope, legit. He can turn invisible.
Right. I want a sequel to that, but I don't. Because all the sequels to all the great movies in that era have just been
the Zoolander sequel was so bad. Yeah.
I don't think there's any way to win with that particular situation. Man.
It's the monkey's paw, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I've never seen Supernatural.
The first 5 seasons are all right, but after they kill God, it's like, well, what are you supposed to do after that, right? Like, you just shot God in the head.
No, it wasn't. They didn't kill God. They killed death.
No, I think they also killed God too.
No, God is very much alive by the end of the series.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
they were
you're
like
confusing
fighting God's
Supernatural
mom.
with the preacher.
No, because they were fighting God's mom at some
God's
point.
sister.
Was it the sister? Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I'm misremembering it. Okay. Right, no, Spawn was the one with God's mom. Okay, that's where I'm getting a wire crossed. Spawn had that.
Yeah, no, the end of the season where Death hands Dean the scythe in order to kill Sam, and Dean turns around and kills Death, and I got up from my chair, pointed at the screen, and went, bullshit, bull fucking shit.
I'm sorry. If it's not Discworld death, then it doesn't count. I will also accept Sandman death.
It's like, Death, the horseman of the apocalypse, the grim fucking reaper. No, sorry, not no.
Oh, we're talking about Castlevania?
Yeah. He's not actually Death. Then why the fuck is he called Death? Wait, so we killed him. Does that mean that everyone's immortal now? No. Well,
there's more Reapers. They established the Reapers well in advance.
Somebody was trying to explain the Final Fantasy. They look like Reapers. They're like little ghost things that fly around.
The shadow dudes from FF7R?
I guess. Like, they just annoy you. Like, apparently they're like time thetans or something.
Yeah.
They try to recorrect the timeline.
Yeah, where every time something happens that like did not happen in the first game, they show up and they try to like fuck with it. But then eventually it switches where then they start like actively changing events to where they don't happen the way they did in the original game. So it's like so the question is like, what are they actually trying to accomplish?
They're just bored.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Sephiroth.
Let's be honest, it's the exact same shit we would do if we had that ability. We're like, hey, do you want to fuck things up or unfuck them today?
Yeah.
Unfuck them? All right, let's go.
Well, yeah, it's Groundhog Day, right? Like, once you establish that you're in a time loop, you just stop giving a shit. You're just like, okay, well, now there is zero consequence, so I'm just gonna start fucking around.
I don't know. There would always be something in the back of my mind. It's like, okay, maybe this is the one where it doesn't loop back.
This is the thing. Is this the thing that breaks the loop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would temper the
Yeah.
groundhog driving, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like, so wait, hold on. If I like actually die, does that break the loop, or does like, yeah?
Well, okay, no, you got to think though. Like if you're in that particular situation, you're going to get to the point where you're going to want to die.
Yes.
So you will be like that. That is a natural progression of like going through that. But like, yeah, at the beginning, dude, like maybe you would be less resistant to like reckless self-endangerment.
Yeah. But it's that whole the jaunt thing from Stephen King where it's like, if you teleport when you're asleep you're fine, but if you teleport when you're awake, then like the you spend a split second in like subspace, but time doesn't exist in subspace, so your brain experiences that as eternity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot. So yeah, it's a lot longer than you think, Dad. It's a lot longer than you think.
I forget what it was. Somebody broke down a good animation of like relativity and like
Yeah.
like 1% at the speed of light, which we could achieve, and like how many like 30-something thousand years could pass versus like 20 years going out,
yeah.
and like that hurts your brain sometimes. It's like, we can kind of do time travel a little bit. We can only go forward.
We can do time travel in the one direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's like a bottle of Jack Daniels in your bed. It's a time machine, but it only goes in one direction.
Well, no,
You go to sleep every night. You time travel.
You gotta go.
when
You
wake
gotta
up.
walk into the closet. You go past Jesus, and there's the time machine.
That wasn't Jesus, dude. We've been over this. That was not Jesus.
That was not Jesus. Wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, that was Abraham Lincoln. That wasn't Jesus.
No, man.
No, I gotta go back and watch that.
Those were I miss shows like that. We don't have those shows anymore.
Key and Peele was kind of like the last
That
sort
was like
of
the last hurrah of like.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%. Like that. I guess you'd call it not even necessarily
it's sketch comedy.
Smart sketch
Yeah.
comedy. Like,
Yes.
edgy, yes, okay, admittedly, but also intelligent.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't like, ow, my balls.
Yeah. It's the classic one, but like the football players, just like they all get like ridiculous, stupider and stupider names. That always kills me.
Head in a jar? Well, I mean, we've definitely talked on,
The face of Bo.
right.
Futurama. Yeah.
If, what was it? If somebody offered me, they're like, hey man, if you get in this, you can take a trip, one-way trip 1,000 years in the future, I'd be like, let's go. I'd roll the dice on that. I'm curious enough. I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not?
Did you ever read Transmetropolitan?
No.
There's like a one issue about that, about like a lady who like cryogenically freezes herself, and like she gets slawed. They cure her illness, and they're like, okay, now you get to go live on the street because you have no applicable skills in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sith Owl. Nori took scissors to my hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got kind of a fringe going on now. The Pete Davidson.
It's just
Oh, all right. I didn't realize it was that short. I mean, it's been that short before. Like,
But when do we get bald Pedro?
all right. Dude, I was thinking about shaving my head this
eventually.
week. Yeah. I was watching, they were doing makeup on Bryan Cranston when, he did El Camino, and like they gave him a bald cap. And
Yeah.
like, I'm not against the idea of shaving my head, but you don't know what your head's going to look like.
Yeah, that's kind of the. Sometimes you get like the nice scalp. Sometimes you're like Coke bottles.
Mm-hmm.
There was a streamer that had like a Patreon goal where he had to shave his head, and he started doing it on stream, and then he realized, wait a second, Holy shit, I have like a dip where the headset sits the whole time. There was like a dip. It's like, oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, these are things you don't want to discover about yourself live on air.
Right.
Like, oh, I got a very embarrassing birthmark under there. Huh.
That'd be like one of those things like, oh, you shaved your head, and I'm like, yeah, why are you wearing a beret? Reasons. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just borrow Frank's wig. Yeah, I know it's a wig, Frank.
Yeah.
Am I on air? No, I'm not going to shave my hair. I'm not a click chasing.
I think it was from 30 Rock or something. There was a bit where they're like trying to convince a guy to like shave the last bit of his hair off, and it turns out he has a birthmark that's like in the shape of a swastika made out of dicks on the back of his head.
I mean, listen, man, leave Hindus out of this.
Yes.
Isn't it like the Tibetan symbol for peace? Or
Yeah.
something?
Except it's the other. It's flipped. It's the other way around.
Or
Yeah.
Indian, yes,
Yeah.
somewhere in Southwest Asia around there.
Yeah, like I think about that, dude, because I'm a little jelly. Like you get out, like just imagine the shower time, right? Like,
Yeah. In
Done.
and out. Yeah, and there's something to be said for like, I gotta do my hair. Okay.
Well, I think one of the things I think about is then it's maintenance though, because I'm not bald by any stretch of the imagination. Then it's like, then I got to keep it shaved. Mm-hmm. And I'm bad enough about shaving as it is.
Then you want to like wax it so that you can like point death rays
No,
at
at no
people's
point
heads.
do I want to hot wax. No, I
Yeah.
don't, Jordan, not at all. Let me do a hot wax strip on you, and I'll knock that dick right out of your mouth, baby.
I'm not talking about a hot wax on your. I'm talking about like polishing wax.
Oh, you're talking about like making it shine?
Yeah.
I don't want to unintentionally or intentionally set fire.
Yeah, from the magnifying glass.
beam head.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Just like. Make people unable to look at you. Defeat security cameras by just reflecting light back at them.
Oh man. All right. We get that.
Before you
Yeah,
start,
don't narrow
let me
your
pee.
head.
I'll be right back.
Oh no, hell no. That's terrible. Hell, fuck that shit.
Nah, man. That is like I've done the sacrificial, like, all right, do it. Let me find out I did that with my arm. I'm like, no. Not that I could ever think of a reason to wax myself, but I know that I never would if that situation came up. I'm like, just take me out, man.
Yeah.
And there was this thing called an epilady, which was a
Okay.
hair removal thing, which I didn't know. I was like, how does this fucking work? Which was followed by, oh, go ahead and try it. I'm like, okay. Again, on the arm hair, but why do we go for arm hair for testing shit?
Laser
Epilady.
epilady. Yeah, I'm looking this up.
And once you find out how that works, which I should have put 2 and 13 together real fucking quick, it's a coil of springs that retracts
plucker,
and
yeah.
rips all chunks of hair out. Yeah, fuck that thing.
Facial 5 epilator, rated 3 stars on Amazon.
Epilator. Ripped my head off.
Yeah, we'll fucking do something to your
Dude.
epidermis, all right? Right?
You ain't messing with that, man. Like, no, I'm good. Yeah, like if my facial hair like grew fast, I would have a beard, because I only shave like maybe once every 3 days.
Yeah, I did the waiting, and it grew in enough where like it's not scruffly anymore, and I can just keep on like this, and no one knows.
Mine grows in geez, it would take me like 6 or 8 months to fucking grow. I mean,
Yeah.
it fucking grows in full though, man.
Mine does not. I don't get the sides.
And call me let's start doing Vintech tips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. I just don't like that shit.
No
Not much
pants
fun.
on.
Fuck yeah. Striped boxers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
3 a.m., baby.
Yeah.
right. Peter gets back. We can go ahead and rock and roll.
Yes.
You should call it Linux Tech Tips. There has to be a Linux Tech Tips YouTube channel, right?
All right, quote Linux Tech Tips.
Oh, you better hope Google's in the mood to obey that.
Right, yeah. Okay, there is linuxtechtips.com.
YouTube/.
This is from, last post is from 2014 and is how to set the time and date under Linux.
Oh. This is all I get for Linux Tech Tips. Is that channel available?
I guess. Wait, no, I see Linux Tech Tips. That's just a playlist. Except, oh no, the videos are called Linux Tech Tips, but the channel is Control Alt Reboot.
Okay, all right.
This is what my 30 seconds of Googling found.
That looks like a mid-aughts thumbnail for
Last post was 13 days ago, so.
Oh shit. Remember YouTube playlist? Like when that was a thing, like I had playlists of stuff. Mainly because a lot of stuff. Yes, water also wet. Remember using YouTube playlist. They were a big use to me because a lot of stuff, remember, because videos were broken into, there was a 15-minute time limit on videos.
It used to be 10, and then they bumped it up to 15, right?
Yeah, and if you wanted to watch something, like an episode of something, you had to make a playlist of it, or hope somebody else did. I use that all the time.
Yeah, now you could have like fucking 90-hour YouTube videos and shit, like... Yeah, yes, this video is longer than a day. We don't care.
Oh, God. Let's start doing React videos. The lowest form of content.
Is it React videos or unboxing videos? Well, I suppose unboxing still has some.
There is some value in unboxing. You're showing people what's inside the box.
Yes.
Reacting to React content, I think, is the bottom tier.
I thought about doing deacting. I'm just sitting there neutrally. I'm like,
Yeah, just like look bored the entire time.
I mean, the occasional go...
That's just called the hot tub section on Twitch. if you want to watch people looking bored.
Okay, we gotta go check out the hot tub section. Whoa, maybe we don't.
There's a lot of cleavage.
Maybe we do.
Well, the first one I came across. Oh, okay, there is clothes. All right, never mind. All right, I was like, not by that thumbnail. There wasn't. Oh no, I broke it.
Uh-oh.
It broke.
Not for... They saw us come in and they fucking left. They're just like, nope. Nope.
You broke the entire hot tubs section.
My bad.
You just broke the hot tub. It's just cold now. Doesn't pump hot water in anymore.
Yeah, like no joke. If I try to scroll on it, like crashes somehow. I guess. Twitch.tv category pools and hot tubs. All right, there we go. Yeah. Oh, there's an ape driving a golf cart. I'd rather watch that. Yeah, that looks exact. You know what? I'm glad that they just moved all that to the horny area. You know what? Good.
Might as well. Yeah.
I'm down with that. All right. 404. Adobo or soup?
Adobo is a type of sauce, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't want to comment because I know I've had it, but I'm not sure what it was. Like
it's like a marinade or something, right? Like
it's one of those things that was strange enough. Where I'm like, I want to try that. Yeah, Spanish
I
marinade.
mean-
Yeah.
If you replace the first O with a U, adubo in Portuguese is fertilizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's how you fertilize ham. Right? Paprika, salt, garlic, and vinegar. Yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah, basic spice shit. Oh, we gave it a name. Peruvian. Oh, capsaicin.
All-purpose seasoning.
Yeah. Goya.
Goya.
All right. Yeah, Dax probably get the shit I fucking tried right there. That seems about my level of like sprinkling some shit on. Like, all right, sure. Fine. What's this taste like?
It's like, well, my food's just gonna taste like that for a month.
I mean, things happen, man.
That's usually what happens when I buy a new spice mix. Like, oh yeah, that's all right. Next month, everything tastes like that.
My allspice has turned into what is it? Like the Cajun seasoning, whatever, Zatarans.
Zatar? Or
I've had the Cajun seasoning mix. Yes.
Yeah, the
cayenne, white
Zatarans,
pepper,
this
onion
one.
powder. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about like there's a spice called Zatar. I
No.
thought you might have been.
it's in that thing.
It's
and it says Zatarans on it.
is a brand. Okay.
Yeah, it's not as good as a crab boil liquid. I don't fuck that is.
Crab boil oil.
When you gotta boil a crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my allspice, like that and hot sauce.
Yeah, I like the Nando's peri peri sauce that they sell in Tesco's. It's not hot, but it tastes good.
The problem with all of this crap is it's got so much sodium in it.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like,
tons and tons
gotta
of
be like
fucking salt.
very fucking light on it. Real seasoning. Yeah, and they got one for like fish or something like that, which tastes completely different, but it's not bad either.
I've been using this one we got from Costco. It's like truffle oil, parmesan, and black garlic.
Are we fancy?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Ground black pepper. is the only
Mostly
thing I
artificial
use.
flavored. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like made from real oranges. You're like, all right, fine, whatever, sure. All right.
Some Sean Connery flavor.
Zardoz.
Zardoz diaper.
The gun is evil, or the gun is good. The penis is evil. The gun shoots death. The penis shoots life.
Zardoz. 1974, man. They gave no fucks back then, dude. There was like, whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah. Here's $50,000. Go make a movie. Sean Connery, you coming?
Great. Now put Sean Connery in a thong. There, done.
Well, and, like they just kept liquoring him up, right? Like, all right, Sean, get over here. Let's. All right, here's the gun. Read your lines. All
Okay,
right, send it back
apparently
to
you
the
can
town.
get Zardoz on fucking Blu-ray.
That doesn't surprise me. You can get Manos: The Hands of Fate on Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can get a Cannibal Holocaust on Blu-ray, right? Like
You can get Sharknado on Blu-ray.
You better.
Sharknado
That's
like
usually-
released on Blu-ray like a year after it came out, though. So like,
Yeah.
Oh, they even have a like Zardoz apparel.
I kind of want that. Oh my god. Yes.
We have Sean Connery at home.
Just so you can go walking around outside with it.
I want to wear that while I work out. I want to sweat through that shirt.
Wow. The chest is the name of the problem. Oh, hang on. They got the bottoms too. All right.
Yes.
The harness. Dude, all right, what the hell?
The harness bikini.
Yep. They got the boots. This is like, and the braid. This is like a cosplay guide for doing your best Zardos.
You know, I think you know what?
boots and
You know what?
There you go.
Fuck, I actually think I can do a Zardoz cosplay. I think I could pull that off.
Go for it, man. Do it.
I got the hairy enough chests.
Yeah?
Yeah. I could
rock
do
and roll.
Zardoz
Make it happen.
right now. Okay.
Yeah, get to it. Come on.
Get naked.
Oh, man.
I guess we have to switch to the bathtub section on Twitch then.
Do they have the giant floating head section on Twitch?
All right. Do we have everything? That's about where I want it. I am trying to.
Take a quick tinkle and I'll be good to go.
All right, you go for it. You do that. You do you, fam. Trying to get a compressor lined up.
I was trying to think because there was a spice mix that I got for the longest time because I didn't seem to get sick of it. And I can't remember what it had except for lemongrass because the lemongrass was like the major taste profile. And I was just into lemongrass at the time.
I don't know if I've had lemongrass. I probably have, like, ultimately, but does it taste like lemon?
It has a, like, the smells vaguely lemon-ish, like that fake lemon.
And Thai food?
Yeah.
I don't know about Thai food. I only know about Thai fighters, son.
Are they like Foo Fighters?
Maybe.
But do you need to learn to fly?
Make my way back
You
home
leave
and learn
Dave
to
Grohl
fly.
alone, man. I'll bite you.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a missed opportunity for Star Wars to have like Dave Grohl as like one of the TIE fighter pilots.
As an instructor going
Yeah.
like, this is how you fly this, doing like that.
That
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
required
no.
thought, care, and attention on behalf of Disney, which,
Right.
come on, let's be real
Yeah,
here.
it is the TIE fighter marksmanship course as taught by Mr. T and Dave Grohl.
I ain't getting on no plane.
It's the Foo Fighters. I pity the Foo Fighters.
Don't pity the Foo Fighters. I guess I better open up YouTube chat. It's 3 a.m. here. I must be lonely.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Oh, God, we're getting old. We're not too...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not too far from, like, ironically enjoying it to be like, oh, yeah, I like that song.
Well, it's adult contemporary, right? Like,
Yeah, right.
Classic rock. That's straight up classic rock. Let's be real.
That is something I am guilty of breaking out if somebody's just, like, jamming out to something in the background. I'm like, dude, I love classic rock.
Yeah.
You know, listening to Nirvana. I'm like, yeah.
Metallica. It's
Metallica.
Classic rock.
Classic.
No. Metallica. And you know, my favorite is referring to Black Sabbath as oldies.
It fits now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
dude, in the 90s, man, I called Zeppelin like old classic rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oldies at this point. Kiss is technically oldies.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's old hat, man.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit is classic rock now. Did it all for the Nookie.
Dude, I've always liked, I've never, like, had a phase where I didn't like his cover of Faith. You gotta have faith. Who sung that? George Michael?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, George Michael. Faith.
Okay. Post Wham.
Yeah,
Wham
honestly,
was Wake Me Up before you
Wake
go.
me.
Yeah, then we just grab the fucking petrol pumps and start spraying each other.
Orange mocha frappuccinos, baby.
That's
Wake
how you
me
open
up.
a movie strong, people.
Right. It's like, oh wait, these guys are fucking morons. Got it.
I remember, like, that was on something, and I'm like, Zoolander, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I saw that, and I'm like, oh, we're watching this, dude.
We were just talking about that. Ooh, ah, 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 ah.
Right.
That's the sound I make when I get up in the morning because everything hurts.
Snap, crackle, pop. Okay, cool. I got some new plugins in the chain tonight. There might be a click or a pop. That's your fair warning. Let me know if you hear anything.
Oh!
Yes, if you have really expensive speakers, crank that shit.
Oh, hell yeah. I can record
Crank that shit! I
I gotta bring fucking EQ. I gotta do I volunteered to do a charity auction tomorrow morning.
Nah.
Yeah, I gotta bring something. I think I'm gonna bring my 5280D so I don't blow their speakers out.
Now, hold on. Are you going to be the announcer, and how fast can you go?
I'm not the auctioneer. I knew you were gonna fucking
Damn
miss
it.
it the second I said it. No, I'm MC. So
Damn it.
it's a charity auction. I'm doing from like 7 to 10, and I'm just gonna be negotiating people back and forwards. And like, yeah, I'm gonna be very disappointed if there's not like an auctioneer. Like,
Yeah, it's like, I could be blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see if you can get him on the podcast. Yeah, have him read the fucking...
Right.
Have him read the credits. Yeah, we got an empty, we got Dilly Cigarette.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna try to hype shit up though. See if I get a bidding war started.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's rock and roll.
Well, I like that one. It's that Brazilian guy who like does metal remixes of stuff, and he did like the metal remix of the Auctioneers.
Anyway, the reason I brought that up is like the show will probably be late coming out tomorrow night because I'm not going to be back here like no sooner than like 11 in the morning. So it's going to put me a couple hours behind. So feel free to share that information in Discord if I am running late. They're like, where's that show? I'm telling you, man, like 11 p.m. on a Sunday is when you start getting emails and hearing from people that you've never heard from before.
Hey, man.
Hey, like, well,
where's
something
my
wrong?
jam?
Like, what's going on? And I realize it's people in the old country, like, getting up. They're like, I'm going to work. Mondays when I listen to fucking Linux Gamecast on the drive. Where the fuck's my show? All right. We're recording. Damn it. I wanted to do a time code thing.
It was
I think
like Sundays when I woke up. For me, it was Yahtzee and Gabriel when he was still in Australia.
Right.
Like the live stream that they did, that was what I watched.
Yeah, it always sucks when you like have a nice little podcast that like fits in your routine, and then they just stop making it, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Or they just disappear too. Like,
Yeah.
whatever happened to them, like no one knows.
And then there's this gap in your whatever, and you're just looking for something to fill it, right? Like, yeah.
Right. I think everybody's going to be in sync. Jordan, give me a little quick overhead clap. I think I got the maths right on the delay. I ended up adding like 35 milliseconds to the chain, so it always hurts my brain when you slow down the audio, how you got to slow down video on the other side, and like vice versa. Sometimes I get it right. It's easy to fix in post. All right. Right? Oh, I thought that was the kid from the Game Awards from last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Give Jeff Keighley a gun, and then just remove all the security, and then just make it give him a sporting chance, right? Like, Jeff Keighley is sitting in the gun circle, so he can take pot shots at you. But if you can make it up there, then you win.
Two barrels, and it's a beanbag shotgun. Non-lethal. But you're going to think twice before taking one of those, right?
Right, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You're still getting shot. It might not go through the skin, but you're still getting shot.
Yeah,
You're going down.
Beanbags still fucking hurt, right? Like, yes, you will live, but you're gonna reconsider your life choices.
All right. Let's go. Why did you do that? Whatever. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. Vince Stone here in beautiful downtown Athens, Georgia, switching the bits in our little Linux-powered studio, trying to drive this nightmare train, choo-choo. Yes, in any direction it cares to go. And the man up north, because it's snowing in Toronto, one Jordan Svang.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Soon to be renowned Zordon cosplayer.
Zordon cosplayer. We're going to stick him in a tube.
He's committed to cosplaying Zadarin's spice seasoning. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be adorable. And Pedro Mateus staying up late past his bedtime, you know it, on the Isles of Britannia. And together with you, Shot Realm Dynamic helping us form Cocaine Voltron. What's up? What's new? Another week. We got a lot to get into. And we're going to talk about the Xbox thing. Don't worry, because that pissed me off too, everybody. Stick around for the news section. Oh, I know neither of you would ever be caught dead getting up in the morning and going jogging unless zombies, right? And even then, there's going to be a debate probably.
Yeah.
Like,
the front door is boarded up. It's fine.
like, do I really need to survive the apocalypse? I do a morning run. I get up and I go running before the sun comes up, and I get home. And anybody who does a lot of biking or a lot of jogging, you know about road money. Road money's a real thing. You just find like $1 bill or $5 every now and then. $5's like really rare, but every couple of months you'll just see like a roll up and like, oh look, road money. And I got like probably like $12, $13 I've made over the years, man. I saw some road money this week. And it was in pretty rough shape. But it was a $20 bill, man. I'm like, what the actual hell? And it was raining too. I mean, it was raining when I was running. So this thing was like all nasty and soggy. And I'm like, but it's $20 of road money. I'm going to put that
$20 is $20, right?
Right.
Yeah.
$20, $20, kids. And I got home and I'm like, cool. And I just like threw it. And I'm like, whatever, I'll let it dry out and I'll put it in the collection. Doesn't feel right. And I'm like, oh shit, did I get some counterfeit fucking money? Dope. And then you hold it up to the light and you're looking and then like it doesn't have a security strip in it. And I was looking for like if it had been drawn on. Then I fucking read it. Motion picture use only. This is fucking movie money. This is like
prop.
Yeah. Like,
from like a movie shoot in Georgia or whatever.
Or whatever, yeah, man. And like it's fucking close. It doesn't feel quite right. It's not quite right, and,
but on camera, and it sounds right when you hold it up against the microphone or whatever. Yeah,
like that. I mean, the color, it's close enough to where I could see like if you were a cashier and somebody like gave that to you real quick, you probably take it unless you like checked it. Oh, yeah, there you go, man. That is my exciting story. I now have a motion picture use only. 20.
So if you ever get sucked into The Last Action Hero, you can buy some tacos.
Yeah. This is going to be great, man. I'll get out of my car cocoon. What is new with you, Jordan? You had a deployment this week. I saw you talking about it in Discord, and man, everything's so great. I get to stay up, hang out with my buddies at work.
Oh yeah, it's the best time. Had to deal with exterminator woes. You can listen to the pre super shows, and if you want that, I went to a death metal show last week. My body got destroyed, and that was fun. And it was good times. I was mentioning because they have these like gray market magic mushrooms like shops just around downtown Toronto. They get shut down by the cops periodically, but like this was like they had the same thing just before weed was legalized here, where like these shops would like pop up and then they get like shut down by the cops, and then like a week later they just like pop up in another empty rental spot. So yeah. And Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about like cruising by like Gary's fantasy mushroom emporium.
right, but it's a little weird because like you can go in and like come out with a bag of hallucinogens. You can come out fucking wasted on hallucinogens. That's good. That's something for when I have like a handler or something. I need like to find someone who's larger than me that like
I need
can watch me, who will like make sure that I don't get up to too many shenanigans and shove me into a cab if things get a little too crazy.
Especially when you turn invisible, man.
Yeah, well, I gotta get naked first.
Right. Pedro Mateus. How you doing?
Yes. I promised a while back that as soon as I had a day off, I would switch out of Nobara and into regular
Begone
Fedora.
foul operating system.
It's look, Nobara is a great operating system, and it's a great sandbox for prototyping things for what Eggy's doing. I absolutely get it. As an operating system that you rely on, that you use for everything, no, not for me, thank you. Absolutely get what he's going for, but no.
I think this is the first time since I've known you that you've run a mainstream operating system that wasn't like, what do you run? Like, because it was always a safe bet. It was like, whose side project are you running now?
I enjoyed the side projects. I was a part of one, yes.
Like, I'm not joking, people. Like, Pedro's always had, like, I would learn about distributions from Pedro. I'm like, the fuck is that, man?
I very much enjoyed them, and Solus at the time was like a whole new distribution that wasn't based on anything. It's like, great, yeah. And then he went away, and the people that took over were questionable. I have absolutely nothing against Nobara, and well, I have plenty against Nobara. It's just I understand why Eggy's doing it. It's just not for me. Absolutely not. I had a list of exclusions on the Yum repos option to just exclude a bunch of packages that whenever those installed, shit would just break. So it's like, nope, we're just excluding all of that. And it got to the point, it's like, no, this is getting ridiculous now.
Yeah. Here's the thing with Nobara, like, I think it tells you that on the tin, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I absolutely get my
like, the fuck, the snipe shark, the bullshit, man.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, it's all well and good. Like, Eggy is an incredibly talented and intelligent and dedicated individual, but he's one fucking guy, right? And there's only so many hours in the day that he can go and fix issues in his operating system. So unless you're willing to deal with that, like, Nobara sort of becomes like a weird ask, right?
But you also got to look like this is my operating system that I made for me. You're welcome to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
that is very much the thing. It's like his little sandbox to throw shit at, see what breaks.
You're welcome to come play in it, but also fuck off.
Yeah, but like on the flip side, because like all the cool shit is happening there, we're seeing this is the OS that like PC World or whatever is like, this is how Linux is beating Windows in games, and it's like.
It performs very well.
Yes, technically, but like also no, because you're not going to get this just out of the box on your standard Linux distribution. And Nobara is an advanced use case. Let's be real; it is not. It is not something that I would start people on. Absolutely not.
And I've managed to sort of find a few copper repos that fill in some of the gaps. Like, there's the Sentry copper repo for the fsync kernel, which is the highest voted copper repo for kernels on copper.
Has that still not made it into?
No,
like,
it's in. It's enabled by default. Anything that's 6.6 and above, you don't have to. There's no need for a special kernel.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought it got merged in it.
I built it last night. If anybody's thinking about arguing,
okay. Sure,
because I went to check it and make xconfig, and I'm like, oh no, that's enabled by default. Oh, why doesn't it say Vutex 2? Let's research that. Oh, that they just call it Vutex now, and it's done.
It's Nutex.
Yeah, it's easy to check too, whether or not you can. There's a grep command you can check.
And the Che Mesa repo, which just builds new Mesa once a week. I think it's once a week, and that gives you like newer Mesa, which is great. So yeah, with those two, it's basically the bulk of the performance improvements from Nobara, but on regular Fedora. Cool. We'll just go with that then.
That's good, man. Yeah, Fedora is like boring and stable these days. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I was kind of shocked, man.
That's why I like it.
Like there was a rare Debian hiccup where they pushed out a kernel that the packaged stable NVIDIA drivers couldn't build against.
Mm.
I was shocked to see on our Debian on Reddit how many people were lost. Like, what do? What computer broke do? I no understand. Thing not work good. And I'm like, you call yourself a Debian user? What?
You call yourself Deborah and Ian?
I don't know.
How dare you.
I'm personally, I would be terrified of running an operating system where I didn't know how to install drivers.
So that describes most Windows users.
It's starting to, unfortunately, describe a lot of Linux users too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's true. But fortunately, one thing we know, this is a horse, is a driver installation expert.
I mean, the horse is a driver-free environment because there's no drivers, only one rider, and it's the Steam
Linux.
And we have a new sale. Well, sort of sale. It's one of those promotional things that doesn't necessarily imply a sale, but we all know it's a sale because everyone takes that particular opportunity to lower the prices on their games. And this one is about remote play together. Yes.
You could not remote play with a person on another planet. That is just like straight up impossible.
Hang on, wait, I got to get it in 144p so it's more accurate.
There you go. That's a bit more accurate.
No. But like the people aren't desynced either, right? Like, and your inputs don't get lost.
It takes half a second for my
sure
character to move
maxed
fast.
Out. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it is. There's a bunch of games that have local co-op, not necessarily online multiplayer, and they're on sale. You can find a list, go have a look. There's a bunch of them that also have online co-op, like Call of Duty.
Takes Two.
Call of Duty Black Ops does not have online co-op.
It doesn't have online co-op?
No, it doesn't. I had that in my example at first because the first two things we see, It Takes Two, and I immediately went, bullshit, because I know for a fact
that one I knew was local only.
And like Pedro, I looked at Call of Duty Bros, Too Spooky for You 3, and I'm like, of course, it's a Call of Duty. Like, then I was more shocked. Like, how did they make a single player Call of Duty game? What?
Yeah, they have the multiplayer starter pack.
Nope.
How is that not multiplayer?
Single player.
Remote play on TV. Well, at least DOS 2 actually does have like proper online and couch co-op because it's the Baldur's Gate 3 co-op.
I don't know, man. Looking through these, man, yeah, It Takes Two kind of threw me for a loop. But a lot of these games in the, remote play together fest have online co-op. And they'll say online co-op and then down at them. These two things are not synonymous. Like, there's a great video of Jordan snatching his headphones off. Like, not for effect, not for a joke, out of like just straight up pain when we were first testing this. It's getting better. And like, guys, like, when was the last time they updated remote? 6 months ago was the last update we saw for remote play together. It's yet another Valve project. Like, we made a thing. Bye. And, that's fun. But here's what I want. Because we don't use it, not because we're like anti-remote play together. We were very gung-ho about, all three of us, when it was first released. Because like, this is going to get good. This is going to get better. It didn't. I would like an option to filter out games that are listed as multiplayer only, but it's because they have remote play on them.
Yeah, and also extending that, I would think like this is, if you promote yourself on the sale, this is nominating yourself to be publicly shamed into adding online multiplayer to your game. Let's be real. You are self-selecting
right.
for this.
100% right, Jordan. This could easily be called Couldn't Be Asked Fest.
Yes.
Yeah. But I still want that multiplayer money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Boo. All right. Couple of game updates this week, and this one I'm surprised Jordan took instead of Pedro.
Yeah, I was the first one here today, so I guess I grabbed it. But yeah, so Dead Cells, it's dead, or so you would think. So there's a little bit of backstory here. But the short version is after 5 years of continuous updates, they are no longer going to be putting out new content for Dead Cells, despite the fact that one of their main development teams was actually working on a bunch of new content. Why, you might ask, this was the case. So we got a little blog post from Deep Night that goes into some of the scuttlebutt behind the scenes. So not being educated in the particulars, I thought it was just, Evil Empire was a contractor that Motion Twin had hired to do their development. We see this a lot in Kickstarter games, where you'll get a core team that like starts and then they'll hire another studio to actually handle the development. Not the case here. Evil Empire was actually like originally a bunch of the developers from Motion Twin that spun off into their own organization that was handling the development for Dead Cells. So according to Sebastian, who is one of the higher ups at MT way back when, all that's left of Motion Twin is basically just like the IP rights holders, and the actual development is being handled by Evil Empire. Evil Empire is no longer being engaged for Dead Cells content, and they're saying, and Motion Twin is saying, we're moving on to the new game Windblown. That's where they want to spend all their efforts. And the fan base was going, well, what the fuck? We were promised new content, but that was being communicated from Evil Empire and not Motion Twin themselves. So this is the situation. I get that people are upset because they're not getting brand new Dead Cells content, but like also they kind of did a Hollow Knight. They were pushing out content pretty reliably for 5 years after the game was released, after a pretty successful early access stint as well.
Yeah, and I can see both sides, absolutely, but I can't imagine that Dead Cells is still selling well enough to any degree to justify just having a bunch of people dedicated to pushing out updates. We will be talking about Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition in a moment, so stay tuned, but there's room for a compromise here. Do the AMD thing, this is a bad example, but the asymmetric multiplayer with the bugs and the humans. What was it
Natural
called?
Selection.
Natural Selection 2. Yes, thank you. Do that. Just let the community have it. If there are, and there probably are, people with a lot of skill who really like Dead Cells because it is a very popular game. But yeah, the core community that was going to get it already has it. So you're probably not seeing a lot of sales, which is why I absolutely understand why they want to just get on with the new game. I get it. I do.
I guess really the question we need to ask is like, how long should we like reasonably, because no matter, even if you do provide updates for 10 years, then you're like, okay, we're done. The internet's still going to be angry. But so
there's always going to be a loud,
right, the vocal minority of like, and you know what, you do you, everybody, but like, how long do you expect? Like you at home, like I think if I get like maybe a year, if I get 3 years of updates out of a game, I'm like, oh, cool. Because like, I'm just buying the game, like at the end of the day, that was my transaction. Like what you got right there. I'm not buying like hopes and dreams and futures. I've had that kicked out of me over the years. Like I don't,
that's early access, right? Like,
right. Like if I'm getting a finished product, I don't expect expansions and future. If that comes out, I'll give you some more money. I surely don't expect like big free updates, right?
I think it boils down to like communication, right? Like if because what you're saying is absolutely true. Like for the most part, if you buy like a game on release, that should, unless they have said that there's going to be more, that's kind of the expectation that that's what you're going to get. But I think this is right here is the communication issue, where they have the development team like saying, oh, we have a roadmap, we're going to be doing all this stuff, but they never really secured the funding. They never secured the will from the business to go do that. So they said, here's what we want to do. And the business was like, we're not willing to fund this anymore. And I guess that's what causes this, right? The communication disconnect. Because again, like if they said, yeah, we're going to give you 5 years updates and that's it, I think that would be reasonable. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I think all of us like looked at Dead Cells and we're like, that's still getting updates. I mean, it's even something like Hollow Knight, right? And we're like, what? Because Team Cherry just kept on doing like big pushes, content's free of charge and no charge for them. Like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And so yeah, like whatever. Like they'll get it sorted out. Like no big deal. Unlike Gang Based, a game that just won't go away. It won't die. It keeps popping back up. You think you got it taken care of, and they're like, nope. We were serious. Last time we updated the game, we're like, we're taken care of some technical debt. I'm like, that's cool, man. That's cool. And turns out they're still hard at work on it. It's been 10 years after the first release, when this was first like public, a little alpha build that went out. And yeah, they're still cleaning it up. They want to keep going forward with it, which is kind of strange, man, considering it's a 10-year-old game that's still getting updates. They're expecting 4 builds just in the first 6 months this year. They're like just in 2024. And one of the big things with this update is they've optimized matchmaking, which is really good, because the last time we played, we're going to play it tonight in the after shows. And like the first match we played, everybody jumped in and it matched us up. We had a full team against it and it was great. Every match after that, it was just us. Mm-hmm. It refused to work again. So there's a nice little mix of things that have been cleaned up to and including, I noticed something large and very dangerous looking. Not quite a Bagger 288, but
it's the Kragger. Yeah, so they added a crane level. They added the cruise ship level last time. They've added the crane level this time. This has implemented a driving subsystem now where you can actually
put the sharks on the crane.
The sharks are just going to come from below the crane.
Okay,
they're the shark construction workers.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, you can get into the crane now and move it around and try and kill people, and more than likely just kill yourself in the process, because that's how Gang Beasts actually works. But yeah, they showed this off. They have a standalone level where you can like get into a car and drive around. So I think maybe they're going to be experimenting with that in the coming updates, maybe a couple more levels. Also, they have some bug fixes, like tentacles can now emerge from the water and pull you back into the depths in the aquarium level. That's always fun. It's like, wait, what's going on? Why are there tentacles? Oh God.
Oh man, do you think wewe'll get like New Gang City?
Maybe. Yeah.
I very much look
Gang
forward to the
Auto.
bumper cars. Yeah, the bumper cars level.
Fortnite, but Gang Beasts.
Dude, if they do that, there better be a tank somewhere in the city.
Could do tanks, yeah.
You know what? I wish him the best. Bone Loaf is clearly a labor of love, because I don't think the game's ever at any point like sold like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It did the YouTuber and the streamer Ryones for a bit.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Do we need like Gang Beasts at Evo? Do we need to like start up an FGC around it?
Like the new esports game, Gang Beasts.
Evo, more people Evo. I know they don't care, because the type of people that go to Evo and play in Evo, like they're like, oh man, it's just your business with my super, like, you know, there's a dog, and I'm like, put some fun shit in there every now and then. Like,
yeah.
Put a Gang Beast in there, or, you know, Human Go Fly, whatever, like Chicken Horse. Like, let's have another competitive. I like seeing competitive chaos.
Yeah, throw in a wild card that no one has played, and then let's see who can come up with the best stats.
But no, man, Evo attendees and Evo, they want to see people running strings, Jordan, and that's it.
Yeah.
Day in and day out.
Combos and combos and combos.
You guys do you. Never ending update. This is the never ending update segment. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
See, I mentioned that we were going to be talking about it, and here we are. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Beamdog themselves said, we're done updating the game. The community, if anyone wants it, let us know. We'll give you access to everything, and you can keep on developing it. And a bunch of people, namely Clippy, Daz, Jesper, Liareth, Niv, Shadguy, Soren, Squatting Monk, Tiny Giant, and Virus Man.
Oh, look, they made the guys blink. That's neat.
Yes.
That's an update. They blink now.
You can see the HDR bloom, as what they're calling it. That's the big change that they're doing graphical-wise. Also, proper OpenGL renderer for render buffer and frame buffer support, which wasn't in the game, but it is now. Where's Vulcan, by the way?
That comes to Faerun after the spell plague. Like, Mistra has to die, and then you can move to like a newer version of OpenGL, right? Like, we're still on D&D 3. That's like OpenGL 2.1 at best. You gotta give them some time, right?
It's, you know, the city of Neverwinter during the spell plague, as imagined by the people who made the game.
Pedro, what do you think about this though, man? They said, 300 plus bug fixes, but over 100 bug fixes, including several notorious 20-year-old bugs, and people
Yes.
get real picky when you start fixing old bugs because people use them for things.
Yeah,
Speedrun
admittedly,
strats.
the bugs that they've been fixing, those legitimately needed fixing even back in the day. There's been so many issues with pathing. Because you can, in Neverwinter Nights, you can either drive your character around with tank controls or you can click to go to a place. And if you use the click to go to a place, sometimes your characters would, circumnavigate any obstacles that they would find. And sometimes they would just attempt to go in a straight line and just go against whatever placeable was in the way.
That's how AI should work
Right
20
into the
years
trap.
ago.
Right into the trap that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
That one and like the one that they mention in the little blurb is sometimes because in the editor you can set placeables like trays, environmental stuff, and you can make it static so that it doesn't get destroyed. It's just a part of that map. And sometimes you would walk into an area, walk halfway into said area, and then all the placeables would show up as like, oh, where were you guys for the past 5 minutes? All right. So that's very seriously awesome job to everyone who's been working on it, because possibly my all-time favorite Linux native game, Neverwinter Nights, and it is still getting updates by the community, true to, the Linux side of things.
I mean, that's good. I mean, it's one of those games, though. It's got that dedicated fan base. So, like,
Yeah.
servers are still alive and they're still kicking, man. Like, I have no interest in it. The only interest I have is watching you and Jordan play. That I'll watch.
It's basically a lot of D&D nerd shit happening.
Yeah, I know. It is too much. The communication breakdown was not intense enough for me to. Like, come on, get angry.
Well, it's like, oh, you're playing the fast paladin. I'm a gnome little wizard, man. Give me a fucking second. My movement speed is shit.
That's going to do it for our Steamy News this week. Let's move on into the regular news, up to including something Jordan is using right now. All of the return video that he's getting is being provided courtesy of Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping for yellow paint, but yeah.
I mean, that's kind of right.
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Because I try to start the video off explaining what a $5 milkshake is. This was like when we had that discussion a couple of weeks back. I'm like, I want to get a touchdown. Turns out it's $1.50 in 1994 for a regular milkshake.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
that makes me.
I remember the dollar menu or the euro menu for McDonald's.
Yeah, that just makes me sad. Now it's the $5 menu. God
Dude,
damn.
what we're talking about is the Magewell USB Capture HDMI Gen 2. I'm using it for return video. I needed a new capture card, and I just went on eBay, and I'm like, all right, I was doing a search, and this kind of popped up. And I've always been curious about these because they're $300. They are, because it's a Magewell. It's a professional USB capture dongle, and that's what it means. When Magewell says it's professional, it means it's going to be really, really, really expensive. But you do get a nifty USB cable. I can't gush over the USB cable enough. That USB cable is weapons grade. It is industrial. It is the silliest thing to be like, dude, this is like the coolest feature is this USB cable. If Magewell sold that USB cable, I'd buy it for like $10 a pop. But more importantly, it's a block of metal. It's half a pound. It's indestructible. You plug it in, you're ready to go. But the fun shows up when you install. What do they even call it? It's Magewell. They got the dumbest name. Capture Utility is the name of the software that you install. It is just Capture Utility. You put it in and you go. But what does that let you do? That's where the pro shit kicks you right in the face, man. Not only can you update firmware, it's got a GUI on Linux, native, but you can do cropping, you can lock your resolutions, you can mute your HDMI audio, you can adjust your audio levels coming into the device, adjust your sync, say your AV sync is off, you can do it on the card itself. Not on just that, you can clone EDIDs, which if you know what that is and why that's a big feature, it's in there. You can clone them, save them, export them, you can get it done. And all of these configurations are saved to the card. It's not software on the PC. Like you unplug the card knows everything you did to it, so you can move it and plug it into whatever you need it with those special settings. And the reason I'm bringing this up, we talked about this on Weekly Daily Wednesdays, is if you have retro gaming consoles. Because all these years, if somebody's like, yo, I'm trying to get this to work with my NES and it's plugged into the HDMI upscaler, and I'm trying to get this particular moon badass fucking frequent, Magewell will take care of it. Always has. Like, one thing I like to do for these is what I just call BIOS and boot test, where I plug in a capture card, I boot a PC, because your UEFI screen is always going to be a squirrely resolution. So is your grub screen and your initial boot screen. This thing captures the entire process, so it'll definitely handle whatever retro tink you got plugged in. But I know what you're thinking, man. $300 ain't worth it. And I agree with you. It's not. $300 is too much. Admittedly, you could brain somebody with a casing on this thing, because it's that solid.
and steal $300 from them.
Yes. Like if you threw this thing into the wall, it will stick there and giggle at you. Like you're not going to hurt it at all. Like I started to take it apart in the video, and I'm like, I don't think I can take this apart. I don't have the right equipment. It does work with a WebRTC, as a regular webcam. Pixel peeping. Head over to Interfacing Linux. This is going to be in the show notes. There'll be a link if you want to see how it stacks up against the EVGA XR1. Of course, completely unfair comparison of the Blackmagic Quad 4K, just because, like, whatever. But this was funny. It killed my Microsoft keyboard. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. Now, it didn't kill it dead. But within 30 to 45 seconds of plugging in the Magewell USB capture card, that thing no longer works. At all. Like it starts with like intermittent heat, then it just dies. And it completely comes back the second you unplug it. So I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but it is there. But I'm going to tell you, instead of $299, you can get these on eBay for $60 all day long. $50, $39, $69. So if you want something that, and the reason I opted for this, because I didn't even plan on doing a video. I didn't even know they had that capture utility thing. And I saw it, I was like, that is so cool. All the uses, but mainly because of that metal casing. Because you think about the reinforcement you get with the USB and the HDMI, and you can just throw it behind something. You can walk on these things. You could probably very well drive an automobile over it. You're not going to dent it, because that is not, it's, when you see a metal casing, you're like, yeah, no, all of that is just thick milled aluminium. Like you're not going to damage it. So for like $60, and that's why I picked it up, because I just tossed it back behind the piece. I don't have to worry about it. I'll never pull it out again.
Until it smashes into the tempered glass desk.
Yeah. Cloning EDID bit is interesting, especially if you have a game console which does HDCP, HDMI copy protection. Yeah.
Here's another thing it does, Pedro. Like when you go into OBS and you plug in a capture card, it gives you a list of resolutions. You can pick and choose what resolutions this thing will offer up. You can let's say I only want 720p and 1440p, and that's it. And that's all it'll take. And so that way you can adjust
the abstraction entirely.
Gone. Like you don't have to worry about it. Like especially if you need to focus on like up converting or down converting something, like the signal is coming in at 1080p and I got to bust it down to 720, or if it's a UHD signal. Just pro level shit that most people won't really care about. But it's a Magewell product that's indestructible, and that thing will outlive you. Like it's a good investment for $60. And, but yeah, if you need stuff like that, knowing that you can get one of these for that price. Oh, there's a link to everything over on Interfacing Linux. You can find it under cleverly hidden in whatever category, video capture, something. I don't know. Where did I put it under? There's a video too.
According to the URL, it's just in the.
I guess if you search Magewell on interfacinglinux.com, it'll also pop up.
Possibly. Yes. There you go. That's all I got. Everybody run out and go buy one. They're super cheap. I love a good value like that, and I love telling people about good values like that. I'm always on the lookout. I'm like, that's an incredible deal. If you are in the market for a USB capture card, that's the one you need to buy. Done. That's all I got. Now I got to talk about Heroic 213 and Dorian Bragi.
Yeah, Bragi.
What is Bragi? I don't know Bragi.
So they're all One Piece characters. I know this. That's it. So it's a One Piece reference. That's it.
Okay. I cannot confirm or deny that. We got changes, man. What is Heroic? Well, in order to understand Heroic, you got to know its brother. And yeah, not really. I'm looking at it right now. It's a game launcher. It's been out. How long has it been out?
Like 3-4 years now, almost.
Yeah, 2 years, 3 years, somewhere in there. And it works with GOG, Epic, and all that. It's kind of like Lutris, a little bit, kind of, if you squint.
It's Lutris, but more focused on just the GOG, Epic implementations rather than Luchas, which attempts to run everything from every platform.
Emulators.
Also, it's a bit more focused on the cross-platformness.
Well, you gotta, especially when, the Epic Games Store and the GOG app, they all kind of suck.
Yeah, a lot of Windows and Mac updates on this one because, yes, Heroic is a better client for GOG and Epic than the official ones. Go figure.
Hey, man, they found a faster way of downloading and updating Linux native games. Asterisk. Now, how does Asterisk work? I would naturally assume that there would be part 2 of this somewhere on this page.
You already skipped the asterisk. It was right below that.
Oh, what the hell?
But that was for the ability to
Linux when installing Windows games.
Yeah, but the thing there says faster way of downloading and installing Linux native games. So I see the issue here.
Yeah, here's the other asterisks.
Yeah,
and that one. And that one.
Someone didn't do a proofread on these release notes. The one cool thing about this though is you can actually buy games on GOG through Heroic now, and they get a cut. So if you want to support
that's
them,
neat.
You can.
Yeah. Proton.
It's genuinely good.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. Hopefully, for the integration with the Eggwords play button. Wiggle.
Wiggle, yeah.
Wiggle. Woogle. Once he's over Pedro abandoning his...
Once he's over not caring any more than he ever did. Yes.
Just smash cut to Eggy in the shower, just crying with like Celine Dion playing in the background.
That's what I'm waiting for. Once that pops in, then I'll start playing with Lutris, and I'll start playing with the stuff right here. But, what really impresses me about Heroic Game Launcher is that commitment to being truly a cross-platform application, which is so much extra work to keep that with parity. Oh, I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, for sure. They have a bunch of other fixes in here too, like no more double input on the Steam Deck. Because like Steam Deck support for this is another big one. Because if you want to play those non-Steam games on your Steam console, you're gonna need to use something like this. And hell, even they added Red Launcher support for more saucier Cybertruckin'. You can have the multi-dong mod or whatever you want. I haven't looked at what kind of mods are available for Cyberpunk, but I assume like everything. At least 25% of them are all like genital related.
I mean, most of that's already built in the game, though, man.
Right. Well, this one lets you like strap a flamethrower onto your stuff, right?
Okay,
so you get a new attachment point for your cybernetics.
Okay.
Oh, fire crotch has a whole new meaning now. Okay.
There's a mission in Cyberpunk where you have to help Jesse Cox, straight up Jesse Cox, remove a flaming cybernetic penis from him because he got it from a back alley dock. Straight up.
You say shit like that makes me want to play it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves, get your fixies, your PBR, and your American spirits for a little bit of hipster, retro, nostalgia, and I'm trying to fill, man, for a game all the way back.
This game right here,
PS1.
Black CDs, black backs.
That's how you know it's legit.
PlayStation 1. Legend of Dragoon was one of those JRPGs that came out in the 2000 or in the late 90s, and developed a bit of a fan base. I enjoyed it. Sony dropped that franchise like so many babies at the maternity ward, but it still had a fan base. People enjoyed it for what it was. It had like the DDR style combat where you have to like do the quick time events to actually hit stuff. And someone has decided, well, we are not going to get a LOD remake, so I'm gonna do it myself. And so you can now, this is a full engine reimplementation of Legend of Dragoon. You need the ISO or bin files from the Legend of Dragoon CD-ROMs. Here's number one. It's got darts on it. Which I totally plopped into my CD-ROM drive and extracted to test this out today. Absolutely, that's what I did for my legitimate copy of Legend of Dragoon. But yeah,
I really like how they kept the PS1 aesthetic with the screenshots for the instructions. That was nice of you.
Indeed. But yeah, it adds a bunch of quality of life updates. It adds texture scaling. You can remove the annoying 90s JRPG protagonist. That's a quality of life update. But yeah, cinematic playback is a little bit shitty. It runs at like 12 frames a second, but the game itself works out of the box. So I was quite impressed by that. I was less impressed by the fact that apparently I remember you being able to skip through cutscenes, but apparently I made that up. That was not a thing. So you got to sit through all the PS1 cutscenes. I think I might spend some more time with this though, because I liked Legend of Dragoon originally.
They live stream on Wednesdays.
Oh, nice.
I'm desperately trying to find screenshots while you guys are talking, man.
They have a video on the landing page. If you just click on the home,
yeah,
they have a video, and I watched
PS1.
that.
Yeah, but what I want to
that's
show to the people at home, Pedro, is the 4K 60 update.
Yes.
Yeah, that video is in 4K.
I was just reading what it said. Nah, I assumed because it said 4K.
Yeah, that's the video that they have linked on the homepage of the website.
Why would I want to go to that one? No, I can find it.
It's the same.
I want to go pay my taxes. Can you click on that link on the top right hand corner?
Maybe.
But yeah, no, I was watching that video, and at 4K, you can count all 12 polygons that make up the main character's head and hair. That was the texture upscaling that they used is pretty good. Those textures look crisp. Good.
The
job.
soundtrack
Very
holds up
good
too.
job.
It's actually pretty bumping,
Dude. I mean, like one of the things I'll say is like when I see people like doing screen caps of like because they'll have like the retro tink and like the 4K upscaler for their actual hardware, and they're like, I was like, no, this looks fucking horrible. Is what this looks like. This looks nothing like it used to. And I like sharp and pixels and polygons. That shit didn't go together back in the day, man. I'm not a fan.
It was all fuzzy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of retro crisp. I'm not a fan of square pixels. I don't mind
retro crisp.
Yeah, it doesn't bug me that much either. But yeah, no. So this is dope as hell. It's still in progress, done entirely on Java, so it's pretty cross-platform. And yeah, more Legend of Dragoon. Sony, why don't you make another one of these guys?
Yeah, just. Or actually release the IP.
This is called Sever
people...
Chains, by the way. I don't think we mentioned this already. Yes, the project is called Sever Chains.
Here we go. Look, high def graphics and here's a comparison, Pedro. This video wasn't linked.
That one, I don't know if it was linked or not. I didn't look for it.
You know what? That one's kind of hard to tell. That one, yeah, you can kind of tell because of the PlayStation shimmer, right?
Yeah, you can see where the polygons are clipping into each other, and in the new version, it looks much better. It's very good.
Featuring OpenGL render.
Yes. No Vulkan, though.
See, I think that looks horrible. Like,
it doesn't look bad.
It looks fine.
Is what I'm saying. Like, to me, the sharp polygon thing doesn't, because I'm from the era, and like you guys played this stuff when you were little.
Yeah. Yes, I played a lot of Final Fantasy VIII, which is that same era of 3D.
But I say that, like, what they're doing, I think they're doing an awesome work. If anybody from the team is listening, like, you're doing a great job. I'm just saying, like, in general, I'm like, even like the Neverwinter Nights upscaled stuff, like, I'm like, it never comes across. I'm probably alone. I'm probably the only person on the internet who's not a huge fan of like the updated polygons on like the HD stuff.
I don't know. I'm ambivalent to it. It doesn't. I have no opinion on it one way or the other.
Yeah, no, it is very much of the. If it's a game that I used to play and I have the nostalgia for it, I don't mind it. In fact, I very much appreciate the crispness of it all.
Now, if it's a game I've never played, yes, that's one of the things we could argue back and forth with very easily. Like, if I don't know what it originally looked like, I'll pick around with it. Then there's exceptions. Like, but then you run into weird shit though, with like the Mario 64 decompile. Like bringing that in, then you end up, or like the Ocarina of Time with these nice crisp polygons that look perfect. Then you got 8K of fucking texture for an entire map, which is like everything's just Smearovision, but you're super crisp. I'm like, that's the jarring shit that I kind of.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like some AI post-processing stuff that can help with that.
I don't know.
You need look no further than the GTA remakes, the GTA 3, Vice City, and
where those textures are going to look really silly in this game.
I think it will look great when Darts pulls out a machine gun and shoots a rocket launcher at a dragon that turns out to be a BMW.
All right.
It's just I'm going off of the AI, rescaling and improving the existing things. Yeah, we've seen how that goes.
But
The Verge.
it's like sharpening and whatever. Yeah.
No, AI are dumb. Take Pedro out first. Robots. I for one.
Sharpen Pedro as much as you can. Make him as pointy as possible. Pointy Pedro.
Yes, make me out of polygons.
Yeah, man, Pedro, we had an announcement from Xbox this week. They stopped the presses. They had to do social PR, like pre-damage. You're like, calm the fuck down, nerds.
Yeah. Well, there was that rumor going around that apparently Microsoft was dropping the Xbox thing and they weren't going to be doing any more Xbox. So Phil Spencer felt the need to do a podcast with a bunch of other Xbox higher-ups to say, no, here's the thing. We're still doing Xbox and we are releasing a bunch of exclusives to other platforms, mostly games that no one cared about. But yeah, it is, they had to put that in writing. But at the same time, The Verge saw that and decided, you know what? They need to release something to compete with the Steam Deck. And stop the presses. The Verge has an opinion. They bring up the whole reduce fragmentation and make the this hypothetical Steam Deck competitor that they are not going to be doing, just make it pair with the Xbox and Game Pass and whatnot. It's like, okay, if we're trying to reduce fragmentation,
you're talking about the company that released the Zune. Don't tell me what Microsoft will and will not release.
Microsoft Surface tablets.
RT.
And here's the thing. The original Surface, I wanted that fucking table. Like, legit, I wanted that table.
That was dope
computer.
as fuck.
Right?
Yeah, the table was interesting, yes. But yeah, no, if the point is to reduce fragmentation, then okay, let's just have Microsoft release a native SteamOS client for Game Pass, or one that doesn't require 20 steps. To be fair, it doesn't require 20
Why
steps
does this
anymore.
tweet say this is what I want? Like that is.
He wants a ROG Ally. Yeah.
The ROG Ally with Game Pass. But
you can't install Game Pass on a fucking ROG Ally running Windows 11?
Yes.
Apparently not. Oh. It's impossible.
I don't know.
This is a mock-up. It's only possible in Photoshop.
Jordan, it fucked Tom up, dude. All right.
Listen. I feel for Tom. I have dreams.
I mean,
that will never be fulfilled.
It's like
Tom had to get whatever.
He has.
All right. Go ahead. Fine.
No, he has the psychological disconnect to know that he can do it, but at the same time, he wants a device that he can just buy with it already done for him. I don't know how it works, but that's exactly what he's demonstrating there.
No, he wants lock-in, he wants control, and he wants what's going to make none of this shit ever work right for you either, PlayStation, much less you, Microsoft. It's because y'all motherfuckers, what you want to do is make portable fucking consoles. That's not what people want. There's one company can get away with that. That's called Nintendo. They've been doing a good job with it. What Valve got right, what Steam, and all that together. They finally cracked that fucking puzzle of giving you a gaming PC that you can carry around with you. And that's
an open platform. An actually truly open platform. And if Microsoft got off their ass and made a native client, then just like, okay, we have Game Pass on Steam. Neat.
Well, and like the hoops that you need to jump through to get Game Pass working on your Steam Deck is literally installing a community version of Edge, community Flatpak version of Edge, and then it will magically work all of a sudden. I don't know, like, see, Microsoft seems to be getting out of like the hardware game. They're transitioning to cloud services. I think they've realized, corporate Microsoft has realized, like, it doesn't
next you're
matter.
going to tell me that they get rid of all their branded peripherals last year.
Right, yeah.
But they're coming back. There's a third-party company that bought the rights to make them again.
Is it called Sidewinder? I don't know. But like, but Microsoft has realized it doesn't matter what people are running their software on, as long as you're locked in their ecosystem. That's the genius of Game Pass, right? Is that as long, like, you're not giving Sony any more money, you're not giving Steam any more money, you're giving Microsoft your $10 a month, and they're going to give you however many games that you're able to play within that time frame. And like, yeah, to Pedro's point, like making that proliferate and making that run on everything is probably like the more stable long-term strategy that Microsoft has, especially once you start like taking game streaming into the mix, right? Why even sell you a console when I can just sell you a subscription service that you can play on your phone?
All right, Jordan, you've sold me.
Right?
It's also going to support cloud gaming. Done.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
No, I mean, you're gonna have to pay
Xbox
extra
game
for
streaming
it.
already
You,
does.
you
Yeah.
know, you're gonna pay extra for it,
of course,
but it will support
absolutely.
it. Yes.
Sure. No, well, you need the Windows 11 Pro Gamer Edition, right?
Yes.
If you want to run more than 2 games at once on your Windows handhelds,
Oh no,
That's-
bitch! That's
like-
just if you want Discord open in the background.
right? Yeah. Do you want VLC to play some music?
And Sony, like Sony being, you know, the one competitor to Nintendo on the handheld gaming console before the Steam Deck was a thing, they fucked it up repeatedly because the PSP, the original one, was really, really popular at the start because of all the homebrew and how open it was to homebrew and people being able to load up their own thing. And there were a bunch of community efforts right off the bat to get a solid homebrew community going. And the immediate next major update to the firmware locked that shit out. Again, that was like the third time that Sony had done something stupid like that, like removing the ability to install Linux on their PS3s. Sony, I wouldn't trust Sony to release a handheld console and supporting it anywhere beyond, I don't know, 2 years anymore.
It's okay. You can just buy a PlayStation Portal and play on Wi-Fi in your house.
You can
to your
you can buy the
PlayStation
Wii
5.
U for PlayStation. Yes.
If I have to look at the two companies, like the one that I have more faith in, like will fucking at least try it. No, I mean Sony will.
So Sony has the consumer electronics background, right? Like,
Yeah. But then again, you know, like Microsoft, when I did bring up that they got rid of their branded, you know, electronics, like my keyboard, really great. You know, Microsoft's known for their peripherals, man. Like they have Microsoft mouses. Like people are like, those are dope as shit.
Signwider, I brought that up, the joysticks,
Like
the HOTAS.
it's been relatively quality stuff, and that's one thing I've always been like, all right, I'll give you a pass on that one. But they're not out of the hardware business altogether. They're going to focus on their Surface line. And you know, if you're familiar with like the Microsoft Surface tablets and like all the other things, the Surface books, and like I could see them making like a Windex, like the Surface WS319 model, whatever.
It's the gaming Surface, the Gurfus,
The Gurfus, the Zune 2, Rezune.
the
Zoom in.
Surface, the Surface. There you go.
And yes, if you want any more ammunition against this particular article on The Verge, they actually bring up the teraflops and say that the Lenovo Legion has more teraflops than the Xbox Series S.
But how many pancakes can you cook on it, though?
I fucking know.
So someone please run that test and send us some hate mail. Get a ROG Ally, get a Steam Deck, and start cooking some pancakes on them.
Microsoft,
Which cooks pancakes
what I need you
faster?
to do is release this thing, lock it down, make it an Xbox where it plays older Xbox titles, no Windows games, just Xbox shit, and release Bloodborne on that bitch.
Just get a special dispensation from Sony,
Yeah.
backport
I
it
don't
to
think
Xbox
Sony is
360.
going to let their, their last hope of a
But
exclusive
like, no,
darling.
but Pedro, this is an Xbox 360 port of Bloodborne. It's not even like it's not even like
It's not
PS4.
even the PS4 era. It's
It
downgraded.
is Xbox 360 Bloodborne.
But let's talk about that fucking announcement, man. That made the news, but I brought it up last week, like with the rumors and stuff. People were like, "Are Microsoft going to quit making consoles?" And the internet was flipping the fuck out about it. Oh, I'm like, okay, I got to check out this Microsoft business announcement show thing, which was like 20 minutes. That was a waste of fucking bandwidth. They didn't say anything. They're like, we're going to release, because like the big thing, the believable thing was Microsoft announcing, hey man, we're going to be doing cross-platform with PlayStation, maybe Nintendo. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Microsoft couldn't even get that shit right. They were like, we're going to release 4 titles like that, but we're not going to tell you in the announcement. Like, why? Why are you releasing this? Oh yeah, I don't see Microsoft making a Steam competitor, a Steam Deck competitor.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't think they have the interest for it.
They don't have to drive. Microsoft feels to me more like there is a push inside Microsoft to be more of a services software subscription. Like
Look at LinkedIn. Look at GitHub. Right, like so many.
Office.
Like yeah,
Teams. They know where that money is.
Now Windows on web. So.
I don't know. I don't think we got to worry about anything. Maybe. Like, see, even when I see this, man, I don't even see Microsoft really focusing or taking serious a mobile version, something that's optimized for these types of devices. And these types of devices, everybody, are the future, whether or not you like it. Because we're sitting here with our desktops and our discrete GPUs. Shit's getting expensive, son. So, especially if you're a teenager, if you're looking around like, I want that gaming PC experience. But you know what? I don't have $1,000 to drop on, a S tier rig. You're going to buy something like a Steam Deck, maybe not like the ROG and shit, because that's like $700, $800, $900. And that's what you're going to be carrying around gaming. And that's where stuff's going to go, man. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see how that evolves. And it's going to be interesting to see how far behind that fucking ball Microsoft gets before it goes, wait, the internet is a real thing. Because it wasn't for Microsoft for a long time. That shit was a fad in Windows for a minute.
That's the thing.
Here's the tinfoil hat 4D chess thing. People are complaining about the Xbox Series S and how it's holding back games and how you can't make good games anymore because it has to run on that. This is what's going to keep that low spec gaming alive. This is their 4D
the
chess.
Handbox.
Yeah, Handbox.
The Handbox H series.
The Hexbox.
Actually, that's the thing.
That's a sick fucking name for a console, though. Don't
the
use
Hexbox.
that. Yeah.
The Steam Deck, especially the new OLED one, is more than good enough to play games on the go. And then even if you don't have a lot of money, you buy a USB-C dock that has an HDMI out. You plug that into your TV at home. It's like, hey, there's your console, and you can play
you
games
also
on the
have
big
the
screen.
ability not to pay fucking $60 for every game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
and it will play games, Microsoft exclusive games that have been released on Steam, and it will play Sony previously exclusive games that have been released on Steam, and it will play Nintendo Switch games not officially released, but you can play them. And yeah, it will literally play everything.
It might not do the greatest job of it, as that was very interesting to watch our Steam Deck kind of revolt against itself, because somebody did some benchmarks of Helldivers 2. Well, after a week of everybody on that subreddit, like, oh, everything runs great. It's wonderful. It's brilliant. And they're like, no. You might get 15 FPS if you stare at the ground with everything on.
Well, I think like a Steam Deck type console with like Thunderbolt and support for eGPU is going to be like the next big thing, right? Because then there's like an upgrade path, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, if it's going to be a version of Thunderbolt that you would want, it would be an Intel CPU.
It's a USB for the Thunderbolt 3.
Allegedly, that's the fucking Wayland device, isn't it?
That's the thing. There are laptops coming out. If they haven't come out already, they're coming out soon, supposedly.
I've been hearing this fucking USB 4 Thunderbolt shit. I'm like, any day now, man.
But they are supposedly coming out, and Ryzen laptops too lined up with USB 4 already. So we may see it.
All I'm saying is I think like something like that is a good move. Whether or not it comes to materialize, who the fuck knows, right?
Well, then again, I mean, I posted there were some fucking benchmarks from that 80-watt. Was it Qualcomm?
Yeah, the Snapdragon. Yes. Yeah. The new one. Yeah.
I mean, it had 20-watt and 80-watt mode, and that thing is faster than a fucking i5.
Yeah.
And a laptop form factor. Like, shit's going to change, because I mean there is the future where we have an ARM powered Steam Deck type device that can emulate x86 at a reasonable speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or at that point we're just going to start seeing like ARM native games, right? Like if it gets to that point, we're going to start seeing some developers start like targeting that as a platform.
There's already a bunch of developers who are aware of some of those characteristics, at least the more technically inclined ones.
Yeah, they have Macs.
They have Macs, and they have Switches, and they have been releasing their games on the Switch, because as much as Nintendo would like to claim otherwise, that's just a fucking NVIDIA Tegra running their own custom version of Vulkan.
I was blissfully unaware of NVIDIA's campaign to... What does NVIDIA say it is? I'm curious.
I said Nintendo, as much as Nintendo would like people not to know what their secret
Okay, so
sauce
let's
is.
rephrase that. Obviously, what did Nintendo say it was?
Nintendo. It's the Switch.
Yeah, it's the
Switch.
Switch. It's the proprietary thing that you play your game on. And they would also very much not like you to know that the first edition Switches, you could jailbreak them by shorting the 2 pins of the
You
what's
got
it
a
called?
paperclip?
Joy-Con?
Yeah.
It's the Joy-Con.
You got a paperclip jailbroken.
That's why they cost more on eBay.
Yep. Maybe you can cover it up in some yellow paint. I don't know. Make it easier.
I don't know, man. Some people got problems with yellow paint. Some people got problems with markers. Some people got some people got problems with fucking waypoint. Don't take away my waypoint markers.
Yeah. So I love me some yellow paint. Personally, it's my favorite flavor after green, or green is a close second. But anyways, yeah. So there's some discourse happening. I fucking brought this up on the Thursday stream, and so I'm cursed to talk about it. So the new Final Fantasy VII demo is out, and it has some painted walls where you can climb and clamber and whatnot.
Damn, that new Untitled Goose Game looked unhinged.
Yeah. Is this the new version of Skyrim? Todd Howard? Yeah.
Yes.
It's the horse. But yeah, so people have been showing off footage of the new FF7 Rebirth. It has the yellow markers that indicate where you can and cannot traverse. And this has created the discourse, of course. And people are talking about, oh my
God.
It's so jarring. It's so ugly. I don't know.
That is
Me personally-
traditional, whatever gold rock deposits would be.
It's fools. It's sulfur, right? Like
Sulfur,
Yeah, it's sulfur.
Yeah,
Just sulfur deposits.
Fart rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, yeah, there's the discourse of like, are these necessary? Is this too much? Where is the middle ground? People are mad about it, and they're putting their opinions out on the Twitters, on the Mastodons, on the Blue Skies now that it's open to the publics. And I don't know. My take on this is, as someone who has like really, really bad ADHD and gets lost really fucking easily, anything that that tells me where the fuck I need to go and what the fuck I need to be doing. Yeah, people are dumb. There's the Portal 2 commentary tracks and the Half-Life commentary tracks that are like, yeah, we couldn't get people to fucking go down this hallway until we specifically put an arrow that says go down this hallway. And I think this is a consequence of like games becoming more and more realistic. The graphical fidelity increases, and you want more and more of these dynamic environments. How the fuck are you supposed to tell what you are in fact supposed to interact with? And we need some kind of design language to indicate this, and yellow paint seems to be something that people reasonably understand relatively quickly and conveys the point. So I don't know. Much like modding easy mode into Dark Souls, why not just have like mods to take the colors out? Because it's all the same color anyways. Nothing else in that game is that color, so you just gotta like find it and like clone it or some shit. I don't know. I feel like if
you're a game developer and you're doing, okay, no, we got to do the things because our testers have clearly demonstrated that they're a little too thick to figure out the right way to go. So we're going to put yellow things to indicate the right way to go. Absolutely. Get that on by default, but give me a toggle. Because, there's people like me who think they're hot shit and they can live without that, and they can probably enjoy your game more if they don't feel like you're holding their hand the entire time.
Well, it does come down to like playstyle though, because I know Pedro's a lot like me. Like we're more geared to, even on a subconscious level, to find places we're not supposed to go. Like
I end up clipping myself inside walls in every game that I play because I'm wall humping and I'm looking for the secrets and I'm looking for the things that are off the beaten path. So yeah, give people like us the option to turn it off. That would be great.
It shouldn't be that difficult, man. This, I wouldn't say this bothers me, but it does. When I read this, I'm like, yeah, that does kind of like annoy me a little bit. Like in games like the big lines on the cliffs in a undiscovered remote mountain village in Tomb Raider, and I'm like, come on, guys. I mean, that bugged me a little bit. And you ran into the same thing with like Mad Max and Horizon Zero Dawn. Like they're all there, and like sometimes I'll even try to explain them, and I'm like, that's even worse. That's more insulting. But I agree with Pedro with like, let's keep that around for accessibility, because 100%. I understand. Like, I that's a good excuse for it, or like or even a visibility slider. Like maybe I can cut it on, just like raise the gate a little, right? And for navigation, that's a bullshit excuse. Quit trying to use that. This is YouTube. Like, you don't get lost in fucking video games anymore. Like, you just want to be, if you want to go from point A to fucking point B, like, play a drag strip game. But I agree.
I don't know. I don't think like watching a YouTube video should be a prerequisite to like playing a game, right? Like
that wasn't when we were growing up, and we didn't have fucking yellow shit painted everywhere either.
Yeah, because everything was in a straight goddamn line most of the time.
In certain games, but that was also the time when the Wastelands and the early Fallouts and Doom with the highly labyrinthian levels. Yeah, there's many examples of games.
Now with Doom, I mean, you couldn't jump.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
and it was still in 3D.
But that's the thing. Like you like, so I'll like everything. I'll liken this to D&D because I'm a giant nerd whose brain is rotten.
Can you jump in D&D?
Yes, you can. You can do a twirl if you want. It's cool. You can do a flip. But like as a DM. No, that's outside the rules. I'll fucking kick you out of my group. Right. I'll never talk to you again if you try to do that shit in my game. No, but like, you run into the shit in D&D all the time when you're designing scenarios, right? Where you have like a path in mind, and your players will do something else. They'll hyper focus on other things, and at a certain point, you got to say, "Yo, this wall is just a wall. This bush is just a bush. Stop humping it." And I think like certainly it's a problem with it's a game design problem, right? Where you need to find that language, you need to find that framework that allows people to intuit what you need to do with your game. And I don't know, especially with like the emphasis on open world games, I don't think there's like, aside from having like a slider or something, I don't think there's really any sort of like happy middle ground. You're going to need to have some way to indicate where you need to go.
Yeah, you need it's an open world game, so you need clear
you need clear
arrows
goals
pointing to where you cannot explore.
Look at what they fucking did with Breath of the Wild, right? They like managed that all with landmarks. You can do it. Like,
it can be done. Game design. I mean, that's my whole thing. Like once you get to the point where you got to start putting paint and like chalk marks and like shit like that, like visual identifiers. To me, that's like an indicator of like fucked up level design. Like you've already fucked yourself into like, how are people going to be able to figure out how to get here? Like I don't know. Use story elements like they did in older Bethesda titles, like where you'd run across a fucking court and like, this is some bullshit up here. Here's a little map I've drawn. Maybe go like this fucking way.
Environmental design can usually solve that problem very organically. No,
Pedro, we need a big arrow and say warp whistle here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
that already brought the Bethesda games, but for all of their flaws when it comes to actual plot, the environmental design is usually spot on. That's the thing they do really well. And in that same vein, the Outer Worlds, the Obsidian game that was very much clearly aping the Bethesda Fallouts. Yes, Fallout New Vegas in space. That game actually has the perfect example of this because by default, it has whenever you look at an item that you can pick up or you can interact with, it gets a little outline, a little bright outline around it so you can easily make it out. But they also give you an option to just cut that shit off. So everything just looks and
that's something I can appreciate. We touched on that in the pre-super shows, and go back and listen to our production meeting if you want, if you're a patron. But like in the new Tomb Raiders, you have a Laura Vision, where you throw out the Laura Sense grenade, Tomb Sense, and you get like, the things that light up.
Or Neverwinter Nights, where you can hit Alt and it will show you all the things that you can select or whatever, right? Like these are ways around that.
But we talked about the Batman game. Like the Batman game is like the ultimate extreme about like, wait, I just cut this on and leave it on. Yeah, and I feel like having that option because listen, we're all human beings. We're like, wait, that's just a fucking cheat button. You want me to cut that off because I'm not.
Yeah. And it's like games are many types of art, but one of the types is commercial art, and commercial art needs to be accessible. It needs to be able to appeal to a lowest common denominator and be able to be playable by as many people as possible. So I don't know. I personally would say like err on the side of caution. Add more of these things. Sure, give people a way to turn them off if you want, but like I don't know if you're not going to have them, then you also got to deal with the feedback of your game is obtuse and no one knows what the fuck is happening, right? Like,
race to the bottom.
Yes. No matter what you do, whether you have the dog or you don't have the dog, someone's going to give you shit for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I'm very much in camp. Yes, have it on by default, but give me and other people like me the option to turn it off.
Like I don't, like I said, I don't even get wound up about this stuff. I just like find it like visually annoying, and it like detracts a little bit from my like what immersion that I'm going to get from a fucking video game. When like, yeah, there is like yellow paint or white chalk on everything. And I'm like, because then my brain goes into like lore storytelling mode as a game dev. And I'm like, how do we explain this bullshit?
They did that in Mad Max a little bit because they had like the painted bits and then they had like a can of paint with some paint brushes stuck in on the ledge. It's like, okay, so they just left the stuff there. Okay.
And yeah, it can be a little bit insulting to the player in a very strange way because Mad Max was a good example of like, yes, where the fuck else could I possibly have gone, game? I don't really need the big go here thing. I got it. But yeah, being able to cut it off would be dope. And it shouldn't be too hard to like add an alpha
it's
or whatever.
A shader. If they're using shaders for everything, probably using it for that too. Just make that shader its own separate layer and make an option to say, cut that layer off. Done.
Even beyond that, the whole reason they picked that color is because they don't use that color anywhere else in the game. You can easily write a mod that turns that color transparent, and then you'll never have to see it again.
It's
I
so
don't
many
really
ways
want to
around
have to
it.
install a fucking mod or rely on third parties. Like, let's get in the habit of putting it in the game.
Like the YouTube videos. Let's not rely on the third parties. Yes.
Yeah. Dark Souls should have an easy mode. That's our conclusion. Add it in.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm very much pro more people enjoying Dark Souls.
Yeah, like if the argument's like, let's add more options, I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, like games these days, like with the difficulty options, they're really fine grained now. Like you can, BG has like enemy AI and aggression and stuff. You can like a lot of games have the ability to like tweak the difficulty settings.
And more games need to have
things.
a Twitch button in game where I can click on it and the game auto plays for me, so I can just sit back and watch it.
Yeah. That's called Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah. That's called tool-assisted speedrunning.
No, I don't want to watch speedruns, bro. That's a different channel.
Not enough hot tubs.
No, not at all. That's going to wrap it up for the main Chalky section. We still got a little bit of hate mail to get into, and if you want to send us your thoughts, hints, or allegations, we welcome. We might very well read them on this very show. How do you do that? Head over to Linux Gamecast. We got a contact form. Fill that shit out. Hit that send button. We'll take a look at it. You know, we're curious. We've brought up a lot of shit. What are your thoughts on yellow lines in games, and why are we all wrong? You have like option 3. You're like, fuck all of you. This is the way it should be.
Drink the paint. Drink the paint.
Be the paint, kids. Let us know your thoughts, or leave a YouTube comment or a post on Patreon. And we might read it next week. Who knows? Sometimes it takes a minute. But one thing we always have up there, if you're working on a game, you're a game developer, and you're like, hey, man, I want to get a little extra traction. I want to talk to some people, and you're curious about the world of Linux gaming, and you know how loud we hiss and our claws sharp. We always welcome you to come on the show. Come check out what we got going on. We'd love to talk to you. You know, see what's going on. Free publicity, you know, holla. And somebody did. Michael, a Toronto boy.
Yes. This says, hello, this is Michael from Replaying. Thanks for talking about our demo in 2022. Our game has improved since then, so I hope you'll have a better experience with it. We are proud to announce the official launch date for our upcoming game, Dynacat, March 1st, 2024. We'd be happy if you could check out our game before the launch, and they gave us some codes. Yeah. Regards, Michael.
We got keys for not Sonic.
Yeah, it's not
absolutely
Sonic 3D.
not Sonic. Yeah,
it's that Sega CD Sonic too, the 3D one.
Oh, dude, you want to have ultra fun time? This is getting released on Xbox.
Great, yeah.
No, this is very much like the Dreamcast Sonic. After they went really, really weird with the Sonics.
Are you talking about Sonic Adventure? No, I think.
Well,
I think
I'm getting like Sonic 3D, the spinball.
Yeah.
Sonic 3D, I played Sonic 3D Blast on the Saturn, and trust me, it is nothing like that.
I'm not talking about Sonic 3D Blast. It's Sonic 3D, right?
Yeah.
Wait, those are different games?
I think so.
Oh boy.
Here we go. I thought we were going to get out of 8 mil section with that.
Sonic 3D.
Listen. We got to pad the show somehow, right?
We're an hour. No, we're an hour and 15.
Blast.
All right. Well,
we got to settle this shit. We're not copping out of this.
Fine. We're not going to kitty cop out of it.
No, and I think another week of this, I'm going to remember to log in with my premium account.
Okay, Sonic 3D Blast is on Steam. There you go. There is no Sonic just 3D.
It's Sonic CD. Yeah, Sonic CD. No, that's not it. There was an isometric Sonic game for the Sega CD.
There was one for the Saturn, wasn't there?
Yeah, for the Saturn. That's Sonic 3D Blast.
Sonic 3D Blast.
A lot of it, yes.
Okay,
and
maybe
this
there
one,
it is for the Genesis.
Yes, there was also on the Genesis.
Okay, is there anything else it was also on instead of just the one thing?
No.
I think they re-released it on Steam. So
it's on the N64 too.
But yeah, no, my point is this one is a lot more on rails-ish, like the Dreamcast release for I can't remember. Is it Sonic
Adventure?
Yes. Yeah, this one is very much closer to Sonic Adventure, but I'm sure we'll get some hate mail too saying that it's neither of those and it's some other Sonic game. It's like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, that's the thing. Sonic Adventure is all like from behind, right? It's third person over the shoulder. This is not that. Sonic 3D Blast, as I've learned it was called, is more like this. So I don't know.
Really, my only
the camera angle, absolutely, but the movement is
like
more.
That's fucking Green Hill Zone, man. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and it's got
the movement is more Sonic Adventure than because in Sonic 3D Blast you had complete freedom of movement. It was like the levels were open.
I don't know. I mean,
listen,
there's the fucking like Sega can sue somebody. I think we said that back in
those trees are.
Yeah. It's got a Linux version. It's coming out, and like I said, man, like if you take the time to write in, we'll give it a plug. Might not necessarily be our thing, but my only complaint about this is there's no running animation for your kitty cat protagonist. It's hover cat. You didn't make no legs due to some motion, man.
Well, like all cats have like magnetic levitation abilities. They're all maglevs.
No. You need to strap a
butter
toast with some butter. Yeah,
a cat
but only on
some
one
jelly
side.
Toast, so the cat will hover in quantum position. Yes,
and then you get the infinite energy rotating cat.
Okay. Last couple of weeks ago, this actually came from Odyssey. I was like, let's go see. We got an Odyssey channel. You think we don't bring up the fact that we have a YouTube channel enough?
we're the one that we're streaming on right now, then?
Yeah.
For the 3 people watching?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I got numbers to back my shit up, Jordan.
Yeah.
Odyssey is, I'll have to comment on, we were talking about like, hey man, what brought you to Linux, right? And like, how do you end up on Linux? Where did you slip one day and you're like, fuck, building some Linux?
It was like a meet cute. Like I was at a bus stop and I walked on to the bus at just the same time that Linux walked off and we like slammed into each other. And then
that's why you get that restraining order. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. So Bruce writes in, Shark from Jaws says, you never know what'll bring someone to Linux gaming. My dad at 75. 75, I guess, or greater than 75. I can't read today. Sure. Dabbled into Raspberry Pi and the Pi 4 as his first desktop. Later, the Pi 400. Now he wants to game on one of his older Windows PCs and decided that Windows felt weird and had to be replaced with something better, i.e. Kubuntu.
The distribution Pedro should have installed.
No, no, I don't like snaps that much. Thank you very much.
When I think Kubuntu, I think Empty. Empty is literally the only person I know who uses Kubuntu.
Well, that's why you should have installed Kebian.
Kebian?
I have Kebian installed on a number of older laptops because 32-bit. If you want 32-bit modern day distro, you need to go with Debian. So, yes.
I mean, hey, man, get the elderly hooked on Linux.
I mean, starting
just don't hook their life support up to Linux.
starting on the Pi, then Pi 400. That.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. Like, if somebody's like, "Hey, I want to fuck around with a computer," like, "Hey, brother, give me a computer." I'm like, "Oh, here's a Pi 400. Fuck off."
There you go.
I mean, like,
plug it in, done.
Right. I mean, it's
think,
it's a Chromebook on a fucking budget. It's like, well, you can't break this probably here.
and you'd think a lot of people's gateway to Linux, especially young people now, is the Raspberry, right?
Yes, for young people,
no,
that makes sense.
I don't know a lot of young people that were able to fucking afford them for the past 4 years.
That's
or buy
true.
them.
No, the
Or
Pi
that's-
4.
that's why-
the
Orange
last
Pi.
one.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like SBCs, maybe. That's one of the things I've talked about. Like Raspberry Pi doesn't know the knock-on effect of like not having Pis in the distribution channel for 3+ years. Like that's coming back to bite them. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a long-term thing. But people were buying other SBCs during that whole time. It didn't stop. And all the kids doing development and students and schools, they were still buying them. Just weren't getting Raspberry Pis. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap us up tonight. Thanks for writing in, Bruce, and letting us know that Raspberry Pi 400s are gateway drugs, and make sure you get them at Jetson Nano next time. Because
Or the Orange Pi, the new handheld. Apparently,
I want one of those.
the rumor
I want one
says
of
the
those
price
Jetson
on that's
Namos.
going to be accessible.
that's what it says, accessible. Price
Yeah.
point accessible.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said it was on the lower end of the Steam Deck. So the lowest end Steam Deck is
$498.
$399 brand new and $350 for the refurb. That could be good.
Well, we already know the number that Pedro will buy it at, so.
Yes. I did buy a $399 Steam Deck.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, hey, if you want to come check us out, we do this show live every Saturday on Twitch. Did I mention we have a Twitch channel? Hey, Jordan, we have a YouTube channel too. Do you know that?
Do we? Shit.
Yeah, we do.
Fuck.
It's there, man. It's YouTube
Who
/
watches
Linux
YouTube?
Gamecast. Twitch / Linux Gamecast. And I have no idea what our fucking Odyssey one is, man.
Library TV Linux /
Something,
Linux
man.
Gamecast? I don't know.
Beats me. But thanks
Punch
for
it into
watching.
Google.
If that's where you watch it. If you want to get a hold of me, I'm just at Vin Stone on Zitter, the Twitters. I'm Vin on Bluesky.app social thing. And of course, Mastodon, where we're attacking spam this week, is just at Vin at mast.linuxgamecast.com.
I'm Jordan. If you Google me, you'll find me because I'm the only Jordan Svung out there. Yeah. At The Burning Fool on Twitter, at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com, at Frojo at bsky.app. There you go.
And you can find me longing for the missing chunk of hair that disappeared from my head this afternoon. And you can do so on, I don't know, Mastodon? Yeah, that's the last one I have. It's just unaccounted for with the actual number 4 at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
I mean, how else? What is Nori going to fill fucking voodoo dolls for with homie? Like, hair don't grow on trees.
There are better, there are better materials
on Kepler
than my
22b
very
they
thin
do.
hair.
Time for some credits.
Brought to you by Phil Spencer.
Goddamn
Steve
right.
Ballmer's going to do a flip.
Hey, yes.
Well, it's that time. We made it through another one of these podcasts. Dear God, it's episode 600. We got to thank our advisors, Omegas and Artherum, our executive producers, Barbara Ebb, Scott Michaud, Atomic Ass, Mike G, Drummer, Tomasz, Hakeem, Dave, Ishep, Ian, Hoplo, and Kurducky. And our Little Nicky fan, Super Destote, Empty. And hey, I hope he sticks around. Glorious Eggroll. We gave him some shit this week. We love you.
And Sea Monsters with No Rider X Machina, Trojiverse, Anuda, Justin, Darkwing, System T, Dancing Joe, The Kresny, Kim, and Ogie1. No, Kim's not there anymore. And the Death Notes, Nova K, Chad, Romeo, Renee, Leonardo, Rue, Turnover, and they're so tiny, Jalou, and Piper.
Look at those fine, upstanding cannibals flying into space. Bye, Frank.
They're all truly wonderful.
All right, beautiful people. If you like what we do, head over to patreon.com / Linux Gamecast or just linuxgamecast.com. Smash that support button. Look at a couple of options. We got some things for you as a thank you. But until next week, get out there. Data fire. Now I'm thinking about thumbnails. Yeah. 250 on Marketplace? What's 250 on Marketplace? What is Marketplace?
Secondhand Steam Decks.
It's Craigslist by Facebook.
Oh, Craig's face.
Face Craig.
Okay.
Craig book.
You know, I think I've looked at that once, but there was like fuck all nothing. Like, I didn't see anything. Last time I went on Craigslist, dude, it's all commercial and shit. Like people selling new shit. And I'm like, get out of here with that.
Oh, it's like it's all scalpers now, right? Like,
Yes. Even on Gumtree here, it's like, oh no, let's just. It's between 0 and 50 pounds. Everything beyond that, it's just straight up scalpers.
Oh, what did we call? Microsoft needs a Steam Deck. I don't know.
the sex box.
The sex box.
No.
That would print the money, though.
Yeah.
All hot tub. Only plays hot tub games.
No, it's the only official gaming hot tub.
All right, I'll allow it.
Listen. You can. It's like you can sell shit just by like throwing the words artisanal or for gamers on it. People will buy it.
Shut up, Pinterest. Wait, wait, not Pinterest. What's the fucking Etsy?
Oh, Etsy.
Yeah.
Etsy is legitimate. Most of them are, anyway.
Yeah.
Etsy's where you're like, I don't want to make this. Somebody else has already made it. There it is. All right, let me buy that.
Etsy is the place. I currently have a place that makes bat lefts bookmarked on Etsy. It's not even for me. My wife wants one, so
All right.
she's the one who's the competitive knife thrower. So.
Do you get like a there has to be like licensed merch, right?
There is, but like
Yeah, we gotta
if you
get
want,
singles before I run out of hard drive space.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Microsoft needs a Steam Deck show title, so I'll need a. Boop. Boop. All right, that'll work. And whoops, wrong button. Yeah,
The void.
the void. Okay, sure. All right, so I guess that means I got to get my fucking controller out. So we'll like gangbang Pedro's tech.
No, get the keyboard, the Microsoft keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah, the one that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow kids. I gotta be careful because this shit's plugged in. You know, need some more light. Where's iHerdy page? All right, I did it.
The glare.
Now I need the ACDC shirt. Damn it.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah,
with the flannel coat and
red flannel, gray ACDC. Yep, baseball cap. I'm getting to the age where like that's not a joke anymore.
fucking Steve Buscemi, fucking
Music bad. Nailed
music band.
Oh man.
It's great too, because like the follow up is so the shtick behind that is he's a private investigator trying to get dirt on people.
Right.
And then eventually he starts working as a teacher at the school, and he's like, I don't want to be a private investigator anymore. I want to be a teacher.
I didn't even. I have no idea what like the background of that is. I just know the thing.
30 Rock. Yeah.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin sends him to spy on Hit Girl. That's the context.
All right. Boop. What is the easiest way to get F-Sync enabled wine.
Proton.
That's not Proton.
Lutris, it comes with the wine GE.
That I
It's just Lutris wine now, right? Like,
what about wine TKG?
yeah, I think that would be good too.
Yeah,
No?
that has F-Sync enabled too. Yeah.
See, this is the curveball. This isn't for games. This is for Windows audio plugins. Oh, I got to make it work with YaBridge. So it's got to be like a system-wide install, is what YaBridge is expecting. Not a yeah. It's
Can you not like spoof it with the path or whatever? Or?
I want to avoid that, just because I'm like looking at the viability of like, hey, this is how you do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's always the thing with Linux is like it expects things to be in these folders. Like, yeah, but we can get around that.
Yeah. Like, listen, motherfucker, I didn't ask you if.
Yeah.
We can do symlinks. We can do symlinks all day.
We have symlinks. We have environment variables that we can manipulate. Yeah, like there's some shit we can do.
Yeah. Oh, I think I want to play with a PlayStation controller.
It's just wine GE. Okay.
Or is it GE wine this week? Shouldn't it be GE wine?
Well, for Proton, yeah, it should be GE Proton. You're correct.
But for wine, it's good. In Lutris, if you install it, it's called wine GE, and then the version.
So they should call it Winge. Like
the Winge.
Yeah, that's what they need to fucking call it.
Oh, dude, then we can get Microsoft Winge.
Yeah. That's what you need to call it, Strider. You're welcome.
Winge.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't you want to be a winner? Be a wiener. Be a whiner? I don't know.
Be a whinger. That, you know what? Maybe don't say that.
I mean,
don't do that.
Bad.
One wiener next to another wiener.
That honestly pissed me off about House of the Dragon. Come up with a new fucking piece of music. I'm gonna recycle the fucking Game of Thrones theme.
I mean, it's different.
The animation is different, but like the song is the same.
I thought it was a different song.
No, same song.
All right.
I wanted like Wiener 2, Wiener harder, two Wiener, too furious.
The Ween Keeper.
Yeah.
No, that was
the Keeper of the Seven Wieners.
If you've ever read the a Witcher series, what's his name? If you played a drinking game, for every time the word pirouette was used, you'd be blackout drunk by the end of like chapter 3.
Yeah, that's always fun when you find that like one phrase that an author particularly likes. The Expanse has a couple of those. Whenever someone mentions the Coriolis effect, take a shot. Whenever someone mentions the coppery taste of fear, take a shot.
I just wish you'd used like the translation of like spin, because when I think of The Witcher doing a pirouette, I'm thinking like musical Witcher.
Yeah.
Like there's a song and dance number coming up.
Which there should be, honestly. Like they need to get Henry Cavill in tights and dancing around ASAP.
No, he's busy working on the Warhammer musical.
Which I like. Don't you tempt me with that, Vince. Don't you put that lie in my brain, because I want that to be real. I want that to be real so bad.
An ode to emperors.
I want the sexy orc musical number.
All right. Within an what?
The Magician's books.
Within an inch of their life. Yeah, you do run, and you try not to focus on it, which makes you focus on it more.
Yeah.
This is rough, man.
But like, yeah, I don't know. At the same time, like, I've been there having to like
attempting to like excruciatingly reword everything to avoid repeating myself over and over again. There's only so many ways I can say this and it not sound completely fucking dumb.
Yeah, I tried my best not to use the same action verb or anything like that, like within 3 or 4 sentences of each other. Preferably, like, we don't see that again until the next paragraph. We're getting a new Dracula movie.
Okay.
Yeah, because we need to retell that origin story.
Is it Orlando Bloom again?
I don't know.
Well, there was that like Voyage of the Demeter that looked really interesting because it was like it takes place during the story of Dracula, but like the actual events as described is like a paragraph. So there's like, so like, yeah, it takes place during the story, but like there's room for like new stuff to happen.
See, I want the Dracula story as told by, I want Bite Butler, his memoirs of like living with Dracula.
Someone had like
and the time
a crazy
Moon Knight showed up.
You fucking nerd! Where's my money, Dracula? Someone it was either on Mastodon or Blue Sky. They had like where Dracula and War of the Worlds were published in the same year. So like do a crossover. Like, what if the Martians invaded and like they invaded Transylvania and Dracula's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Nope.
Then we
takes over the Martians. Yeah.
Oh man, they're making a new Hobbit game too, like a cozy Hobbit game.
Okay, like yeah, you could do like an Animal Crossing Shire type thing.
Yeah,
I think that could work. But hold on, is it Embracer? Because I don't know. Brought to you, they're all just golems. It's an entire Animal Crossing, but it's like the fucking creepy golem eyes.
Let me see. Internet. Why did I close my internet box? Come back, internet box.
Internet, come back.
Tales of the Shire. Oh, it went away. Come back. Hey, look, there's Discord. Rock, come on. Come here. Oh, there's the teaser trailer. All right. Oh, that's movie shit. That's a movie shit. Oh, this is what we get.
Oh, it's Weta, so it's Unity. Interesting.
Huh. A Hobbit Life Away.
But if it's Weta, like, hopefully it looks good, because like.
Yes, but what I want it to be a revenge violent fantasy where Frodo gets all his shit back.
I want a revenge violent fantasy where you play as the potatoes and you have to kill all the hobbits.
Don't play as Smog. Oh, dude, I don't think we talked about that. Did you see the trailer for Wicked?
No.
The movie? Which typically is what they make trailers for?
Sometimes they make trailers for games or books.
Fair. Yeah, we're getting a Wicked movie.
Like Wizard of Oz Wicked, or
yeah.
That certainly, yeah, that certainly looks at Elphaba.
Elphaba. Which
orcs.
I was wound up, dude. I was watching
with
that.
Jeff Goldblum as the wizard. Okay, all right.
We got I saw that and I started fucking playing it, dude, and I'm like, this is gonna be so good. And like about 30-40 seconds in, I'm like, none of this shit happened in the book. What the fuck are you on about? Trailer? Like, what's it? Oh, this is based on the musical. Boo. It was not based on the life and times of the Wicked Witch of the West, which is dark as fuck, man. So this was going to be for those of you who are a fan of the musical, enjoy your popcorn flick. The book deals with some interesting dynamics of like why the animals were banished and they just all collectively decided to quit talking to humans because the humans were killing them. Shit like that. I don't think they're going to cover that in the musical adaptation of the movie.
Oh,
But it's got Jeff Goldblum in it.
Jeff Goldblum as Jeff Goldblum.
You never know, man. He could, dude. I don't know.
He can act, yeah. Like,
It's Jeff Goldblum. When was the last time Jeff Goldblum played somebody outside of a...
Buckaroo Banzai, I want to say.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, right? Like,
That had RoboCop in it, didn't it?
maybe, yeah, or The Fly, maybe.
You know what? Yes. The Fly definitely was not... That was Jeff Goldblum not playing Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, yeah. Jurassic
Because
Park
by the
was
time
Jeff
we got
Goldblum.
to Jurassic Park, I was
Yeah.
just got Jeff Goldblum playing Jeff Goldblum.
Independence Day, yes.
No.
Independence Day is Jeff Goldblum as Jeff Goldblum, starring Jeff
Yes.
Goldblum. Yeah,
With Will Smith.
yeah. As Will Smith, obviously. Listen, those aliens needed to keep his wife's name out of their goddamn mouth.
Out your fucking mouth.
I'm still going to watch the fucking Wicked movie anyway. I don't care.
No?
Yeah. I'm still pissed off about Emerald City, too.
Oh my god, yeah. Because, like... And they had, like... Tarsum stuff is always, like, so visually interesting. Like, he has this one movie, The Fall, that's very good. Yeah, he did that one movie, Immortals, that was like, eh. Whenever you talk about Immortals Phoenix Rising, my brain just autocompletes that to Immortals the film.
Was that the Marvel movie?
No, that was Eternals. This one was like, this one came out like 10 years ago, it was about like Greek mythology.
Oh. That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't great.
All right, we're going to play some Gang Beast, which means I got to do the thing, and... Yes? Okay.
Yes.
I think the cloud saves remembered my settings because I deliberately...
Ha, I got it back in Windows mode.
I kept the .config and .local folders as backups, but yeah, no, I didn't need to copy that over, so
Oh.
good on it.
Or sign in. I've signed it in. But did all my friends go away? Do I get a friend invite? Xbox, FX, push, sure. You can be a friend. Oh, now everybody shows up. All right. After games, after game chat? No. Box talk guest. There we go. Win capture. What up, gang? Beast mode. Hey, no. I spent time making that.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Burn, G Fool.
Thank you. Yes, I am G Mountain Dew G Fuel. G Fool, that's me. Naked.
Yeah, you would think entire character changes might not be mapped to the fucking movement stick in that menu, right?
Yeah. You could just cycle through the pre-made skins.
Was that a... Oh, shit, there was a Rick. Okay.
Yeah,
There's a
they
Rick
had
and there's
Rick
a
and Morty
Morty.
for a while.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get up and go to a bio break, get something to drink.
All right, now let's cycle back through all of them.
Oh,
again.
Lord.
There it is.
Oh. You're like a squid from the Nintendo game.
Splatoon.
I'm
It's
a kid
Hatsune
now, I'm a squid
Miku.
now. You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid.
That's like an older game now, isn't it? What did that come out like on the Wii or some shit?
Well, there's Splatoon 3 now.
Okay, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're on the third one, so. And like that, it was like a new series too that was like only on the Switch.
Does this game have audio?
There's random utterances from
like
the
the woohoo.
characters.
Okay, let me put it. There we go. The original was on the Wii U.
Was it? Okay.
Probably,
Was it
yeah.
one of-
It's been that
what-
long.
Was it one of the crossover titles? Because I know like Breath of the Wild was also on the Wii U as well.
Mm-hmm.
They were releasing stuff on both for a while.
They're still releasing on PS4, dude.
Well, yeah, because they can't make enough fucking PS5s, and also no one can afford a PS5.
Yeah, used PS5s are still like, what, $400, man?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Still cheaper than a gaming PC.
Yeah, you mentioned on the show like $1,000 for like an S tier rig. I'm like, $1,000 will buy you like a B tier rig.
Depends if you were going to play at 1080p.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you just have a 1080p monitor, 1,000
Yeah.
is plenty.
yeah. But I wouldn't say. But again, like 1080p, I think is B tier. I think.
I think 1080p in 2024 is as low as I would consider like anything outside of a handheld when the fucking handhelds do
Yeah.
7 or 980 or whatever the fuck it is. Like,
Yeah, 800p 720p is fine. Like when it's a fucking 10-inch screen and you can't like
Yes.
fucking see anything.
right. Because, like if you get a fucking like 30-inch monitor, you don't want to play a fucking 1080. You at least want 1440.
Yeah, 1080p is still by far the biggest chunk of the resolutions in the Steam survey.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Almost
again,
60% is 59.70%. So yeah, 1080p is still the default.
And we're talking about
so-
a modern day person buying, because we're talking about desktops. Like that $1,000 is for a gaming laptop, homie.
With a 1080p screen.
Yeah. No backlight for you.
Yeah. So again, like I'm not shitting on 1080p at all. I'm just saying like
I am. I'm pissing all over it.
fine.
I'm like fucking R. Kelly in the clouds.
you can, man. You can get that doo-doo butter. That's all you. I'm
Drip,
just
drip.
saying.
But
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I would consider in 2024, 1080p is like B tier, 1440p is like A tier, and 4K would be like 4K 60 or 4K 120 would be like S tier.
well, I look at like even the marketing material from like AMD and Nvidia, and they're like our low tier cards and like 1080p gaming.
Yeah, they're the entry level. They're the
Yeah.
the cards
Let's
that most
replace
people
S tier
buy.
with entry level. Let's do the synonym
Yeah.
swap. There we go. Entry level. That sounds better than S tier. I don't know. We're just splitting words. We all know what everybody means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because once upon a time, yeah, $1,000 could absolutely get you like an S tier rig, but like these days, not so much. I don't think.
What depends on it's all subjective too.
Yeah, like back when you can get like a 980 for like $500, right? Like,
with like $500, like you could build like $1,000 like 10 years ago for a PC was a fucking pretty dope box.
yeah.
$1,000 these days, if you're buying new, whew.
$1,000 nowadays. If you're buying new, you're getting an RX 6600.
It's not even going to cover my 4090 page road. I need some more money, Mom.
Just the 4090 and you've already
dual
gone over
4090s.
1,000.
Minecraft's, but I play Roblox.
Yeah, no, I went
Roblox at
AMD
8K.
because the performance price ratio tends to be a little better. Not the efficiency, but you know. Yeah, the 7600 with a 7800X 3D or a 7600X, 32 gigs of RAM.
Why would you waste money on 32 gigs of RAM?
Yeah, you could get by on 16. Or,
But RAM is cheap. Right now, RAM is cheap. It might not stay cheap for the rest of the year, but right now, RAM is cheap.
See, this is like the whole subjective thing. That's why it's
Yeah.
fun to watch people build different systems, because I immediately am like, what are we going to go for with a CPU? And I'm like, we're going AM4, baby. We're gonna save all of our money on that.
The 5800X 3D is a damn good value. The 5700X 3D is even better because it's about $100 or £100 cheaper.
Yeah, it's like $280.
Yeah.
But like, if we're going for games, dude, like, you can still roll all the way back to like the 5700s.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna fucking play your games, man. If we're doing 1080p, 1440p, we're good.
And even if you want to get like the best AM4 CPU, like for games, the 5800X 3D, that's cheap. That's $330 going rate nowadays, brand new.
And like all this talk of like A, B, C, S tier or whatever, these are all moving targets anyways, because the second someone releases something new, all these numbers completely change. So like, yeah, the subjectivity is like,
and GPU prices are still like, man, I wanted to get a like one of those AMD 6400s. Good luck getting like one for like 140. They're like 130, 140 bucks. I'm like, get fucking wrecked. Like, at best, that's a $90 card. Like, it's got a 64-bit. Yeah, it's got a 64-bit memory bus, man. Like, no.
That's the laptop GPU soldered onto a PCIe
And it's
card.
a bad laptop GPU.
We needed something to fill the market segment, you guys. Shut
AMD
up.
did. They're like, hey, look, we got a card. And they're like,
Do you though? Do you really?
I mean, it fits in the computer hole.
Technically, it is an expansion card. Yes.
Of the 6000 series, the 6600 XT is pretty good because it goes for around.
I got one. I got one. It is a graphics card in the same way that Warcraft is technically a movie.
Yes.
It happened.
Yes.
It is a thing that exists in that category. Absolutely.
Gotta bring it back.
But yeah, no, like the 6600 XT is, for its price, brand new, a damn good performance proposition, especially for 1080p. You're going to play everything at max graphics at 1080p.
Yeah, I gave the kid the 1080 Ti. His monitor is a 900p monitor, so that's extra good.
Yeah, no, that he's set for a good long while, unless he really starts hammering on those DX12 titles. He's set.
Yeah. And it's like, and again, we talk a lot about like the Steam Deck being good enough, and I think like these days good enough is literally good enough, right? Like,
Yes.
all of these new graphical features don't really get you that much more in terms of like fidelity. You're like these are incremental gains at best. So like, yeah.
Yeah, and at best, you get like, oh, like the lighting looks so much better now. Yeah, but the game still plays very much the same, or actually it plays much worse with those settings enabled because it's running at a lower frame rate. So especially, yeah, if you're dealing with a Steam Deck or a laptop, not having that on and capping the frame rate to your refresh rate and making sure that you're not actively causing the fan to scream for dear life you're going to get a lot better battery life out of it too. So there's the efficiency factor to go along with it, and the Steam Deck just kind of destroys everything else currently out on the market.
And again, I really do think that handheld form factor is doing it wonders, because like just being able to sit on my couch or whatever and just like curl up and play on my Steam Deck is very nice. Taking it on a plane, oh my god, that shit was great. I'd slid the Spire up. I completely did not realize that we had landed because I was too engrossed.
I was playing when I went to Portugal and I took my Steam Deck. I played Vampire Survivors the whole flight and I had battery to spare. So yeah.
It's a good little proposition. I'm glad they made it. I'm glad they made it. Ugh. Now we just need Steam Deck 2. Do you think we're do you think we're gonna get Steam Deck 2 before Switch 2?
No, I think that Nintendo has already made very clear that there is a new Switch coming. So,
but when
Valve are still saying no, we don't have a Steam Deck 2 in the plans yet. They did the OLED refresh. Makes perfect sense.
We might get a refresh every year or two. Well, it's like it's been out for 2 years already, right? And then they gave us
the original Steam Deck came out in February 2022.
Oh, so the OLED came out a year and a half after.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was after like they basically ran out of stock. So.
Yeah, no, they did like the original Steam Deck, and then they went, okay, so these are the things people are complaining about. Can we do a refresh while changing as little as possible, but have the OLED screen, have more battery, have the quieter fan,
slightly more power efficient CPU, right? Like it doesn't run better. It just runs at a lower power.
It runs cooler. It runs quieter. The battery lasts for longer. It is a bigger battery as well. The screen looks better. It's an OLED screen.
There's the little artifacting because people have to find something to complain about.
But yeah, it is, as a refresh, it makes a lot of sense, and they didn't price it egregiously. Quite the opposite. They made the 256 gig model the base version for $400 entry price. And the next model up is the OLED version, which is pretty good. I genuinely think that in terms of dates, the Switch 2 is going to come out before the Steam Deck 2, but it's probably going to leave a lot of people disappointed.
Oh, absolutely. Like, honestly, I think I'm kind of done with Nintendo. At the very least, I will buy the games so I can dump them and play them on my Steam Deck and have a better time.
Because the new Zelda very much proved that yes, as it turns out, Yuzu and Ryujin X are more than capable.
No.
Already.
Are you pronouncing it like Nginx, or are you? Yes. I'm still Ryujinx.
Ryujinx or Ryujinx, however you would like to.
Oh, yeah, I gotta keep Nginx separate, and now there's free Nginx. I guess we can talk about that. There's the new.
Why did they split? Because I didn't. I wanted to look that up, but I forgot.
So F5 is the company that was like owning Nginx, and they're like they moved a bunch of shit to like the paid version of Nginx,
right?
And so yeah.
Who posted the thing about like EA doing something to like anti-Steam Deck this week? I didn't get a chance to click on that.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Was it a video or was it a news post? I don't remember. If it was a video, I definitely didn't watch it.
Yeah, I saw the headache person, the Linux gamer.
Headache man.
Yes.
You know, that was the nostalgia.
Gardner Bryant.
Not the Gardner Expressway.
Yeah.
Scott gets that joke.
Oh, do you know who got a job at System 76?
Who?
Not System 76, Framework.
Oh, did Siebes?
No, Hartley.
Oh. Was he working for System 76 before?
What?
He was working for System 76.
Matt Hartley?
Yeah. No, yeah. But he was at System 76 before, wasn't he?
No.
If he was, I did not hear.
Yeah, me either.
I remember Linux News mentioning that or something. I don't know. I could be wrong.
That is like one of those things. Like I was wholly unaware of that. No, I just saw like
check his LinkedIn.
I just saw like Framework retweeted, and he's like, "I'm going to be presenting the Framework whatever at the scale." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Which I assume means that on behalf of like Framework. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I feel bad. Matt follows me on Mastodon. I don't follow him back just because I never got around to it. I can follow him.
Right, let's have a link to the YouTube channel here. And
you see, kids, this is why I write
game.
articles and shit when I make a video, because I'm like, sometimes I'm like, fuck, I ain't got time to watch a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been on the if it can be an article, don't make a video.
I get that like you would want to provide both because like some people are like auditory visual learners and some people are like more visual learners.
I always go with the my thought is like sometimes you'll see a fucking video, right? And you're like, oh, that looks neat. I want to try doing that, but I don't want to try to follow it in the video. I'm like, click on the fucking link. I've written it up, you know.
Yeah, at the very least, write down the commands that you use because like I don't want to have to like find the exact frame that you paused on and type out the
Jordan,
shit.
what you want to do is at that golden time when you get a very angry comment of like, this is bullshit, because I had to sit and like pause it on that exact frame and type everything out, and I'm like, the full guide's linked in the description like it said in the video.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
I found the source of that video, which is that article that EA is introducing anti-cheat.
Plant and Zombies Gears of War 2 or what? Garden Warfare.
Garden
Warfare 2.
Oh no, not the mobile game.
Gordon Warfare.
I'm devastated. Curse you, EA.
Yeah, they're introducing anti-cheat, and yes, his video is around how anti-cheat is bad and makes games not work on the Steam Deck.
Oh, what a commonly held popular opinion.
Stating the facts. There's something to be said for stating the facts.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Gardner, in case you're watching. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Anyway, that one's still funny.
That's the other one you already posted.
What was the first one I already posted that I already posted?
You posted that one earlier.
Yeah, but you said that was the other one I already posted.
Yes.
Which would lead me to believe that there was one before that I had already posted.
There was one before that you already posted, but you haven't reposted that one yet.
So this is the one I reposted, not the other one that I've already reposted. Yes? Is that correct?
Yes. Linear timelines confuse me, man.
That was the one I meant to click on.
Yes, the EA app.
The EAP.
I mean, that shit's accurate, isn't it? Fucking EA launcher.
Yep.
All right, let's try this out. Let's see if we can find some people
The crane level.
to beast our gangs with.
To base star gangs. Where you play as it's gang based. You play as a giant turkey and you get basted.
Mode gang, do we gang, right?
Gang is team, yeah.
All right.
Oh, there that. Hands up.
Please don't shoot.
Matchmaking failed to find players.
Okay, melee. then. Let's try melee.
All right.
How do we get over to mode? Football. Wave?
Waves is the one where like it spawns all the NPCs and you gotta like kill them all.
Yes.
Oh, we're fighting other players. Let's go.
Matchmaking failed to find players.
Yeah, it's nice that they're updating the game, but like no one's fucking playing it. Nobody but us. If only there were people in our Discord that had this game. Like,
Well, I'm here to watch. Shut up, background noise.
oh no. I don't. Yeah. What was it? Steam charts? Is that the thing that shows the active
I
players?
think so. Yeah. Properties. I want to test something though. What do you want to bet that they've split? Well, no, it wouldn't have worked last time though, would it?
No. According to this, 454 current players are gang beasts.
Okay, let's try something, guys. We're gonna do a little science experiment. Oh, let's stop Gang Beast.
Smash that proton button.
Let's smash that proton button, fam, and find out.
All right.
You know, for all we know, it could be multiplayer broken in the.
In the Linux version,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Okay, we're gonna do
Yes.
Proton 805. Let's do that update.
No, not Lux Torpedo. 805.
I remember last week when we guys like, why did you write out this big long guide? You could have just used Luxtrapedia, and like that, they deleted the comment before I could write them back. Damn shame that. Somebody saw the date on the video. Like,
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you like find a thing and you're like, oh wait, this is an old thing.
yeah, but like, I always like do due diligence before I leave my hot take. Talking shit, you know.
Do
like,
a quick Google. It's like, is this accurate? Okay, right.
like, did this Luxtrapedia thing exist when this video was made? No.
All right, I'm in.
I gotta press a button. Or press shit out of that button. Online. Oh, this baby.
Guys seems to have remembered the settings for the Proton version as well. Ooh, actual PlayStation symbols on the menu.
Oh, no.
That's not there on the Linux version.
Steam input, baby. Steam input.
How do I get to the...
No, that's not what I want.
Yeah, I need to get to the options. Window. Sure, shadows on medium. Yeah, I guess that's low enough. Sure. Alright, let's try that again.
Join game. Joining party.
Merc, you're welcome to join.
Yes. How about that blue? There we go.
That's
Show
pretty
those
blue,
colors.
man. Like a Smurf from the wrong side of the track, man. Like the dystopian cyberpunk Smurf.
Yeah. Smurf at a rave. Are we waiting on Merc? Or,
I think we're just gonna go ahead and jump in and see what happens, and like, Merc's welcome to.
Yes.
Okay.
Try and join in the middle, Merc.
Maybe or not. Gang? No. This menu sucks.
multiplayer optimizations.
I think it's borked.
Okay. We tried.
Our attempt was made. Do they have anything on, like, discussions? Let me go check the forums. 8 players for the new map. The game is dead.
Hold on. If I go to online, are there like other servers up? It's not.
How do I leave the lobby? Let me leave. Yes. Online. How do I go to lobbies? No one knows how to go to lobbies. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm looking. I'm looking. Apparently, you just matchmake. So.
I mean, by myself, it's taking a while on the finding.
Hey, yes.
other
Just start looking for a match, Jordan.
Yeah.
All right.
By our powers combined, like, yeah, this is how we play it. I mean, it's not.
What mode are you on? Waves or?
I don't know. All right, you know what? Gang, put it on.
I have it on gang.
Let's go to melee.
Okay.
Melee, we don't have to be in groups, right? We can just.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everybody just
Melee
go
it
on
is.
melee and click start.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Match.
Is finding other players.
It's trying. It's doing something. It didn't. It failed.
says it's doing something.
It failed a lot faster before. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. So it's trying. But in the end, will it matter?
He's trying so hard.
It's not doing a good job.
Yep.
Hey!
Loading menu.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, you do. Yeah, you.
Melee lighthouse. Melee lighthouse.
Lighthouse. Melee lighthouse. Okay. All right. Ah.
Okay.
This is how it's
I'm
done.
green. Yes.
I see a Pedro.
Yes.
It's a
Right.
Ben.
No, get away. Get away. I warned you.
Okay, the headbutts are. I don't remember the keys.
Me either. This is step one of playing this damn game every time.
All right. Okay. So
My burger.
that's kick, right? I'm gonna kick the dinosaur. There.
No.
Now grab the dinosaur. Let's go,
Jordan,
dinosaur.
Jordan, this is uncalled for. Near, far.
Ah! Wow. That failed.
All right, Sharky boy. You don't want any of this. You don't want any of this.
No.
It's Merc. Okay. So it did work.
No.
Yeah, you guys have had it. I go out here and play with my controls.
B is headbutt, by the way.
Yes. There we go. Let's go.
The shoulder buttons are left and right hand. X is pick up. Judo! Judo!
Wait, how do I raise my hands up?
Shoulder buttons.
No. No. Fuck.
D, fall.
Hiding in the corner is a valid strat. That's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get hit, you can't get eliminated.
Right.
All right, back to Stumble Buddies.
Yes.
Oh no! No!
Is there a way to rotate
No
the
chicken,
camera?
bad chicken.
No.
Let me go, chicken. No, let me go.
Ah, no! I fucking fell into the water. I forgot how to climb.
I think I died.
No. No.
I'm dead.
Get away from me.
Bad chicken. Bad chicken. Tear him apart.
I don't know my
limb from
controls.
limb.
There's like some delay in the controls as well. It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's what do you call it? Y is raise your hands,
Okay.
and that's how you climb. Yeah, I'm remembering
Yeah,
this now.
come over here and get yourself killed. Well,
All right.
Lost your grip.
no, Mark.
Default. Oh shit! Come on, Merc.
How are
can
they
you win
fighting
just
in the
by-
water and not dying?
You're going down. Oh no, wait, there it is.
I guess you can swim. I guess
guess.
if you like alternate your arms, maybe
With
you
the
can
arms,
swim.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's like weird shit in this game. All right, this again.
Well, that was quick.
Aw.
When in doubt, headbutt.
Whoa, fuck.
How do we punch?
I got shreked.
Yeah, no, that guy knows how to play. He knocked me
Yeah.
out in one punch and threw me off immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Someone fucking knows how to play, huh? Yeah. Somehow Ven wins, or no, run, bitch, run! Headbutt him!
Fuck you!
If you just like tap the shoulder button, I think. Oh, it's some Russian dude.
Is what I play.
Yeah.
I guess that explains like our moon lag too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just got to avoid getting hot dogs.
Nah, you gotta fuck off me, homie.
Oh, what? He's fucking climbing up on the security cameras. Look at this
Yeah.
motherfucker. Look at this Spider-Man looking asshole.
Dunk him.
Yeah, we all gotta like gang up on him. That's kind of
That's what we did last time to some poor guy who could barely play.
yeah. But like this guy can play, so fuck him.
I'm still trying to figure out how do I punch.
You just tap the shoulder buttons instead of holding.
Yeah,
All right.
it's just arm movement. There's some wind up too, so you gotta like really.
No! Let go of me, Merc! I'm trying to figure
Merc.
out how to climb. There we go.
We have a common enemy.
You'll never be able to defeat.
I'm just gonna stand here, right? Like, you guys fucking deal with this shit. If you can, oh, you know what? I'll sacrifice myself. If you can knock him down, I will try to kamikaze him.
All right.
I'm trying to knock him down. He knocked me out.
Oh man, I got hot dogged.
Alright, let's see if I can find him again. There he is.
Anakin.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, you fucker. You fucker. Ah, I'm not eliminated. I'm still alive.
Die. Die.
I'm holding the thing close. Well, whatever. Fuck it. I don't care.
We had butted each other at the same time.
I want to play. Take him down.
Come on! Ah, it was the other door that
You're coming
opened.
with me,
God damn
homie.
it.
You're coming with me. Damn, I got knocked the fuck out. I can grab onto shit, homie.
No, grab onto him.
I'm trying.
He's got you
Knocked
both.
me out immediately.
He's like an actual luchador. What the fuck?
He is getting frustrated. Is what he's getting. He's not having fun like we are.
Yeah. Can you get inside that room?
Let off. Grab him.
I'm trying to grab him.
Toss.
I did. He grabbed me back.
Oh, but yes. Fuck all y'all. We won.
No,
No,
he's
you
still
didn't.
up
No.
there.
All right.
I was out. I couldn't grab.
Bitch, I will take us both down. Let's go. Wait, you thought I was dead? I ain't dead. Let's go. Let's go, homie. Yeah.
Beat up grandma.
What's up? What's up? You want some? Let's go. All right.
No winners. Well, that fucked up. All right, we're all ganging up on him.
Yeah, it's King Beast, right?
Gang up on the beast.
Where he at? Peanut butter jelly. Look at this fucking John Woo film going down.
No,
This Pac-Man game sucks.
we gotta
Whack, whack, whack.
clog the meat grinders with our bodies. Then we won't lose.
Me and you, buddy. Just me then. What, did you guys just kill yourselves?
We were stuck in the meat grinder.
He fucking jumps in there too. Whee! Fuck this game. We didn't get the fucking crane level. Like,
We haven't yet.
Yeah. The doors don't open. Okay.
Knock him out. Put him down.
oh, fuck.
Get him. Toss him. Put him in a stew.
No.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Is he gonna jump? Let's yeah.
Sorry, Merc. That was aimed at him.
Oh. No,
Okay,
no,
he's
you
gone.
got-
He's
no,
down. Ah,
Is he?
shit.
Is he dead? No, he's still. No, he's getting Ven. He's getting Ven.
No,
Let
don't hug
me.
Jordan.
No, not you.
Fuck you, dude. Let's go.
There we go. All right.
All right. Blah. Wow. Damn it. How did I throw myself? I don't understand.
Ow.
Neither does this
Get up.
physics engine.
Yeah.
slap fight. Now kiss.
Hand
Kiss each
slap
other.
fight.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Sit on his face. Call him Shirley.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
What if you could like pull each other's limbs off in this game? What if you could apply enough torque to just like literally disarm people?
Oh, I'm just happy that our pro strat player's having to watch all this.
Fuck.
He's grinding his teeth. If he
Yeah.
hasn't rage quit.
Ring. All right. Boxing. All right. Where is he? Where's this motherfucker?
Bottom right corner.
Yeah. Ow. Merc, you fucker.
Get out. Almost got him. Get off.
No, not Jordan. Him.
I got him.
Go.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
Placar. I got knocked the fuck out. Let off. Take him out. Toss him.
Yeah. All right, get him, get him, get
Drop
him.
kick. I learned how to do the drop kicks.
How you do drop kicks?
You jump and then you hit square or X
Punch,
on the
yeah.
Xbox controller
Yeah. Jump
to
and
do the
punch.
kick while in the air.
Oh, he mad at me. All right.
Oh.
All right, you guys better start fucking teaming up on him, or you're dead.
Damn. Nope, too late. Already dead.
I was punching. No, fuck.
All right. Oh fuck. He's gonna win it. Ah! Judo. How do you bend down? How do you reach down?
0.
I think you can wiggle while you're holding down. You can wiggle with the analog stick.
You pressed your O button. B. B causes you to bend at the waist.
Headbutt. Headbutt, right. All the buttons have a hold and a do, right? Okay.
All right.
I can imagine playing this game with a keyboard.
Yeah. Try doing it in VR.
What was football?
I think it was like
football.
yeah, I think it was
It had a ball?
like soccer.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Oh, that was a melee, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was melee. That was just deathmatch.
Oh, 3. All right, let's try it in gang.
All right.
Gang.
Gungu.
No, you need, this game's about better on your Apple Vision Pro.
I'm pressing down on this analog stick a little too hard. It's cutting into my thumb.
Yeah, that's a bit.
I'm using the Xbox. I guess it's got a little sharper edge to it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is plastic instead of the softer cover that the DualShock has.
Yeah,
Oh, mine's got a comfy one on it.
you might have.
Hey,
a
I'm on
fancier
Team
one
Jordan.
than me. Hey, good job.
I'm on team. Who's the bear?
Merc.
Or Merc.
Oh,
Are you-
I followed Ven. Curse.
well, this is a draw.
Draw it in.
Yeah, game. We know. You don't need to bring this up.
Rub it in.
Shoots.
Cahoots.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Soy Sidge.
Sausage.
No!
Yes.
Ah,
Let's go.
wow, we got taken out by a piece of meat.
Yes. There we go.
Hey, I figured out how to throw again. Oh, now you.
Not me. Not me.
Now you. I'm trying to put you down somewhere safe.
Oh, I'm still up. Right. I'm coming back up the stairs. Wait, are the hamburger my enemy?
Yes.
Who's on whose team? Pedro's the blue guy.
Yes, you're on Team
Ow.
Merc, and Merc already got knocked over. There we go.
Hey, high five. High five.
Headbutts. Hug.
Kiss me.
I can't.
Kiss me, baby. Just touch me a little bit.
Shut up, Seymour.
Tickle my butthole. Feed me. Feed me, darling. Oh, hey, it's this one.
It's the shark one. Yes.
This is my favorite one. Literally.
Okay, let's hold on to one. No, not. I don't want to hold on to Merc. I was trying to hold on to one of the levers. Because if we pull a lever, it moves the cage. Right.
It moves Nicolas Cage.
I don't. Well, it disengaged from the cage.
Grandma!
So,
Grandma!
oh shit! I can't play with the levers anymore.
Let go of me, you fool.
No. Oh, here comes
Here
the sharks.
come the sharks.
Yes. Look at their stupid faces. I love it. They just go. It's like Fry trying to eat the pineapple.
No. They're going to get eaten. Get in the cage. Let nature take its course. Don't fight it. Oh.
Ow! Fuck me.
Doom death. Doom death.
Those two sharks were like, "Oh, why? Thank you."
I was trying to swim. It wouldn't work.
The shark tried to hump him, tried to eat him, and then couldn't, and slapped him
Slapped
with his
him on the
tail.
way out, right?
That was fucking hilarious. That was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life. Oh man, I'm dying.
Okay. The glass is broken. Yes.
Oh.
I was trying to do the jump. Quick,
Why are you?
get him.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm content to stay the fuck over here.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I was trying to hit him and not you.
Punch down. Punch down.
Humps. My lovely gingy lumps. Well,
Yes.
I killed this.
Bonk. It's your floor.
All for naught.
Oh, trucks.
It's the trucks. I see this because of the jump delay.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need to worry about that anymore.
I'll stay over here while you fools do all that fool stuff. Have fun. Have fun.
Fuck! I overcompensated.
Are you gonna get hit by the sign? Come on, come on.
Yeah, why?
Yes.
That would have been a squad wipe anyway.
That's pretty good. You just fucking get whacked at the end.
All right. That's going to wrap us up for tonight, everybody.
Whew.
Well, we found a way to make it play.
Yeah,
online.
I'm sorry. The fucking shark tail slap at the end. Slaps him on the head on the way.
Yeah. And he's like, well, fuck you too, buddy. I'm dead.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Oh, man. Fun game. Still needs a lot of work.
A lot of work.
I'm glad they're still putting work into it, right?
Don't change the physics, or our Pro Strat player friend will be very, very cross. I wonder if he's like the reason nobody plays.
Right. He's just that guy from the South Park WoW episode.
Yeah, he's just omni. That's all he does is sit in the game and wait for noobs. And he's like, get wrecked.
Maybe this is the one game that he really enjoys, and he just keeps playing it.
MLG Pro Strats.
All right, everybody, we're going to be winding it down. Thanks for hanging out with us live. We do this on the days of Saturn, according to the Gregorian calendar.
Saturn was the god of
Ham.
Saturn is
Allegedly.
Cronus, so like
God of time.
the god, well, technically god of the harvest.
The seasons.
Yeah, that's where the time association came with. Because I was doing research into this because I was playing a cleric in D&D. Like the Greek word chronos and like the Latin word for time, like chronos, are like not related, so they're like different.
Man, like
False
one of my
friends.
vape stores, dude, like I was like, man, I need to order some nicotine. They sent me like a promotional thing. They're like 40% off everything in store. And I'm like, cool. And I went back and they've just turned into a weed shop.
Nice.
Like it's called like myvapestore.com or something, man. And I'm like, oh, right. Yeah. They're like, yeah, all we sell is cannabis and cannabis accessory. We're full of integrity. I'm like, well, get fucked. I need a nicotine.
This is not the drug I wanted to buy.
Right? Fucking CBT hippie shit. All right, everyone.
Cock and ball torture. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lord of Torsion.
I'll be back Tuesday. We'll be doing a little bit of Trackmania if you want to come hang out and party with the racing crew at 5 p.m. It's on the Twitch calendar. Look it up if you're one of our beautiful party patrons or a Twitch sub. Link up to our Discord. Come say hi and click on the Trackmania Zen channel and check out the pin thing. It's a litmus test to get in.
Yeah, if you want to join in with some Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I'm going through that on Thursday. If you got the game and you're friends with me on Steam, yeah, just ping me and let me know you want in, and we'll set it up.
There you go. It's easy like that. Like, no, I'll wait till you start playing. Then I'll type in the Twitch chat. Or you can just be there in spirit. We'd love it. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
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 What video game music is this?
Some boomer shooter.
I don't know.
Maybe a racing game.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Yeah.
Like this is like garage rock, right?